I like Chumro's idea. We go with Chad and we use Dominions. I like that. We just had great fun with Dominion. I'll make it Dominion 6 while we're at it. It's the latest iteration. Alright, Chad, let's get moving. Seed limp-wristed silent. Well, we'll see how this run goes. Maybe I can be goaded into throwing. Okay, so it's Slay the Spire. It's a 20. We know what we're doing, right? Well, we know what we're doing, maybe not how we're doing it. Let's mark. All of the things of note, I really wish the mod still worked to automatically do this for me, but if ifs and buts were coconuts. Okay, I'm used to saying, God, the act layout is horrible and awkward, but this act layout seems really rather straightforward. It is not quite forced elite. You can slip through it, but I mean, why would you want to slip through the elites? Early shop, however, is almost mandatory. If you want to avoid the shop, you're going to have to take a bizarro path that maybe isn't that bizarre, but I don't like taking early question marks in Act 1. In fact, overall Act 1 question marks are kind of dire. Niao, what do you offer me? Not good things, let's put it that way. I've gone off the boss swap on the chat. I used to love it. Now I'm kind of like... Every run I do with the Burning Blood these days, the Burning Blood is healing about 130 health, so why would I throw that away? The Burning Blood does really good stuff for keeping the deck slim, because you need to add fewer garbage cards to get through Act 1. Just tank things with your face. 3 random potions is dubious, because if I find any potions here, I'm going to feel like a fool. I don't really want to lose all gold when shopping is almost mandatory, but let's say shopping isn't mandatory. If I lose all my gold, I can choose a rare card. It could be really good. It could be Feed. It could be Fiendfire. Could be Offering. Offering's amazing. And then we take our 3 easy combats, our 2 events. We go an upgrade, slaughter the elite, upgrade. Even resting, if I truly need it, slaughter another elite and get out of here easy peasy. Seems like a nice relaxed act layout. And there's actually no way for me to squeeze out 3 elites or more, is there? Because, you know, you got 1 elite, or 1 elite, or 2. The 2 means no further elites, and either of these singles just force you into 1. So unless we get winged boots for some reason, it's 2 elites maximum. So yeah, take my gold. Looks like it's rare card or regular card. I don't want regular card. It's common or uncommon, but no. Give me a rare card. Oh, that's a tough one. I have come to really like Act 1 Bludgeon Plus. It just solves problems. You see a problem, the problem is gone. If we get an upgrade and this is sentries, bleh, sentry dead. If it's Luggy, bleh, Luggy gets opened up in a very foul manner, especially if I can get Bash before it. And if it is Gremlin Ob, bleh, half of Gremlin Ob's health is gone the moment we see him. On the other hand, this is the single best time to get Feed. That Feed is going to add up to a lot of maximum hit points. The limit break is not even a consideration here. There is no strength access, and there's no indication that we will even get strength access. That's a tough one. Really tough one. Definitely Bludgeon is a better short-term option here, and since we are definitely ramming straight first into an elite with no shop, maybe I should go for the Bludgeon. Early Feed is more fun. I'm not rating it as good, says Free Hits Camphor. Feed doesn't matter if you can't kill the enemies. Now, Feed is already 10 damage on 1 energy, right? It's a good damage card. It also has the decency to exhaust itself. It's just maxing out that hit points can be a little iffy. Yeah, Feed is a lot of health. Even so, I'm going to take Bludgeon. Just put that Feed out of your mind. Is there any reason to change our course of action? These shops are now empty nodes. They could be worse than empty nodes if they hold something that I really wanted, like a membership card, the Abacus, the Sundial. Yeah, no, we take our 3 easy combats, 2 question marks, and then proceed on. Seems sensible to me. Ah, the Cultist. Ah, the Bludgeon Death. Alright, goodbye, Cultist. This was the easiest fight of my life. Where's Bludgeon? What the hell are you doing? This is okay, though, because with 1 strike, we can full block, and it still dies next turn. I love you too, Bludgeon. Literal bottom deck card. So we've already healed back almost all of the you start injured loss of health from Ascension. We completely mid-roll the gold. It can go between 10 and 20. We get 15. Not again. Not again. So So bludgeon takes all of my energy. It doesn't really matter what it draws with. So if I have this big chunky damage card, surely I should stock up with some nice block. Ghostly Armor and Flame Barrier, both appreciable block here. Given that it's Slime Boss, maybe the Ghostly Armor rate's a little higher. It's like 2 defends stapled together, and if I really don't want it, it can just go away of its own accord. I like that. I think I like it more than Flame Barrier right now. Sure. The existence of bludgeon really reduces my reliance upon... Right, you're definitely attacking next turn, but it would take 2 strikes to kill you. Good enough for me. Don't attack, you don't attack. Good. So down you go. And bludgeon takes care of the rest. Man, I love... Wait, literal bottom deck card again. What's happening? Oh, well, hello, we didn't need a feed, we got fruit juice all along. Seeing red could answer some of our immediate energy problems. I like that. Yeah, last time I took Seeing Red, things worked out. It was also the hardest Ironclad run I've ever succeeded with. And in that run also we took early Seeing Red. Yeah, I'll play your game. Will I though? Seeing Red minus is kind of crap. But it does allow me to bludgeon +1. Which could mean, you know, bludgeoning to kill a sentry whilst also blocking. I'll take it. You know, it's a skill. How bad could skills be on the Ironclad? The mighty Jawworm is here, but that's okay. I'm seeing red. He never saw this one coming. He gets full blocked, and he gets put into not quite perfect bludgeon range. Ah, perfect bludgeon range. Prepare to die. I don't care about the damage. We full heal it. Literal bottom deck card 3 goes in a row. What are the odds of that? It bottom decked out of 12, it bottom decked out of 13, and it bottom decked out of 14. Ridiculous. Okay, you're not allowed to bottom deck ever again. Evolve is nice. Disarm is nice. Evolve opens up taking power through, which is pretty damn good reason to take it. Yep. It's about a 1 in 9, says Dennis Wolf. Okay. Do we trust this Dutch mathematician? You know, I often skip over the very idea of taking this relic. But, nah, there's no way to remove the relic for some time, and it's a true HP loss, just takes max hit points. That's not bad, just 10 max hit points through random stuff. Didn't even need the feed. It's almost tempted to take another combat, but I want the upgrade on bludgeon pretty badly. Assuming with bottom decked you mean in the last... No, it was literal last card every time. You could tell because there was this pause after we draw it, and then it shuffled the deck and then continued drawing cards. Literal bottom deck 3 times in a row. Yeah, it's just user bias. Freaking everybody. Okay, I can destroy this thing for loads of gold, or I can get a card remove. Card remove is good. Gold is not immediately useful. 7 hit points or whatever. I love getting rid of these crappy strikes, especially with bludgeon here. I just want to be bludgeoning all day, every day. So even though this is really nice money, just woomph. Be gone. Oh, we could have taken the curse. I mean, we didn't know that, but we could have taken the curse here and removed it here. Oh well, what are you to do? You to upgrade your bludgeon and deal 42 damage. I believe that's the midline health for sentries, so I'm kind of hoping this is sentries. It's not sentries, it's the giant knob. Blep. Alright, can't imagine he'll be too challenging to kill from here on out. Maybe he will be. Rar yourself. Oh, that's bad. That is quite bad. If I redraw the bludgeon, it's not bad. But that's a 1 in not many for the redraw. Well, that is really quite bad. Ghostly armor blocks more than it hurts me. But I'm not thrilled about this situation. Come on, don't let me down, Bludge. It let me down. See, even the bash doesn't guarantee the kill here. That's okay though, we're pretty much full health. We can handle taking a bit of damage off of this guy. If I deal him down, he's down to 21, and then he dies to 3 strikes. Currently he doesn't die to 3 strikes, so we need to make sure he dies to 3 strikes. Freaking bludgeon, man, get out of here. Bleh. Alright, gold thing, potion. Oh, well, this is why I hold on to my fruit juices. Drink the fruit juice now, get the extra potion. Don't take any of this garbage. With bash and bludgeon, you have to imagine the slime boss is not going to be having a very good day. Set up the bash, set up the bludgeon, you get a good split almost just with that alone. I mean, not quite. Actually, with that alone, you get a terrible split. So do some damage first, or bludge, then bash, bludge. Anyway, we take none of this nonsense. Wow. We're in Upgrade City, and there's not even stuff I particularly want to upgrade. Ghostly Armor isn't even that great as an upgrade, although block 13 on 1 energy is pretty hardcore. The bash for the extra vulnerable to open up better bludgeoning is cool, but it works against me if this is Luggy. I keep calling him Luggy. His name is Lagavulin. Seeing Red is indeed +1 energy, and Evolve is extra draw, really useful against Slime Boss. And I might just upgrade both of them. Evolve is longer term, the better upgrade. Alright, what's our prize here? It's a small chest. Ah, even more max hit points. I could actually just ditch that for the Sapphire Key. Wouldn't be all that bad, but early max hit points is pretty good. I'll just take it. 92 hit points without taking feed. Immense. And we have 15 healing right here. If I upgrade the Seeing Red and end up with Snecko, how am I going to feel? Quite bad. This is already an acceptable Snecko deck, because you just bludge, bludge, bludge. No point getting upgrading Seeing Red, just get Corruption. No guarantee that Corruption will ever draw, and you know that. The Ghostly Armor upgrade's honestly not terrible. One nice chunky block card goes a hell of a long way in Act 2. Seeing Red allows bash into bludgeon. That is a very strong argument. Whatever, it's just -1 upgrade if we end up with Corruption. And even then, if it aids us getting towards getting the Corruption, then I'm not too unhappy about it. Let's keep killing elites. Hey, sentries! Hey, one of them drew 42 health. I'm taking 10 if I do that. But if I don't do it, I'm taking 10 next turn, almost certainly, right? So just eat the 10 and carry on with your life. Blep. Beautiful. I'm contemplating the regen pot because I'm going to get full healing out of it. But I'm also only on 20% potion chance. So the potion's better into Act 2. You know what? I want my healing. I believe. Let's turn off the lights. Indicative of turning off my chances. Well, Ghostly Armor's there for me next turn. That was a mistake. I should have struck Sentry here to bring it into bludge range. What were the odds that we draw bludgeon right now? Well, thank God for Seeing Red. I should just kill you so I have an off turn next turn. Is that true? Because I'm wasting damage here. Off turn next turn, huh? I've got, I'm confident. Blup. I'm confident because I've got Evolve that we're just going to draw into solutions. And hey, we drew into solutions. I'm not taking damage. And I'm not taking damage next turn either. And I need all the turns to maximize my healing as well. Snecko isn't guaranteed. What's ever guaranteed? Oh, I'm going to miss 1 healing if I play Bludgeon here. Is that acceptable? I have guaranteed full block next turn. Let's not be silly. Do the damage. Get the healing. Guarantee your block. And guarantee your kill. Life is good. Where's that 20% potion? It's not here. Whetstone is here. Blood for Blood is here. Oh ho 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 ho. Oh ho 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 ho. Jake loves Blood for Blood. It's maybe a bit of an unhealthy relationship. But do you see what this card does? Tell me what this card does. Come on, chat. This is a freebie. What does this card do? Rainy says, Heavy Blade. Surely it's the better bludgeon. No. Headbutt for the bludgeon is a reasonable contender here. No. This card does 22 damage for 0 cost. Because you always upgrade Blood for Blood to make it playable. That's immense. Name me another card that does 22 damage for 0. It's amazing. Even so, is Headbutt the better option? Headbutt, bludge, headbutt, bludge, bludge. If I add Blood for Blood to my deck, I never add another attack unless it's maybe Uppercut plus. And then we get through everything with just having added 2 attacks, which is pretty good. On the other hand, Headbutt Bludge. Headbutt Bludge is pretty good. We don't really have any crying need for upgrades right now. I'm taking that Blood for Blood. Not playable right now, though. Oh! Taking that Blood for Blood plus, I'll have you know. I almost skipped the relic. Completely forgot about the Whetstone. So I don't know if that Whetstone would have upgraded Headbutt if I'd taken it, but one of the reasons I like Headbutt is that it's a card that you never upgrade. Because it's worthless to upgrade. It goes from 9 damage to 12 damage, so it gets the same boost as a strike, and it doesn't do the thing it does better, which is deck manipulation. Blood for Blood, on the other hand, 4 damage, -1 energy cost? Brilliant. Bludgeon's not a solution for heart. Exactly, Bludgeon is not a long-term solution. Bludgeon will get me through Act 1 and Act 2 hallways. It'll get me through Act 1 elites, well it already has, and it'll get me through Act 2 not quite elites. Still contribute. Once I run at Act 3, this Bludgeon starts looking a lot worse unless I have some real support for it. But Blood for Blood, oh, the things you do with Blood for Blood. Okay, you saw me go from full health automaton and me on my last legs to killing it just because I had Blood for Blood in my last Ironclad run. And I know you saw it. Everyone should have seen it. It's 3.5 hours of your life that you'll never get back. Could take nothing but fights here. Would up my potion chance, but even though I said I don't like Act 1 question marks, let's take an Act 1 question mark. Oh, I hate Act 1 question marks. I'm going to click this 2 times. 1, 2... Oh! It's my least favorite of the boat pieces. Funny, because it's the rare one. The other ones are common and uncommon. On turn 3, gain 18 block. That actually plays very heavily in Slime Boss if I get the worst draw order to mankind. Which shouldn't be possible because I draw exactly this within 3 turns. Shouldn't be possible. So ideally, what, turn 1 we... I don't know. Evolve Bash. Maybe evolve Strike, and then turn 2 we Bash Strike, and then turn 3 we Bludgeon and Laugh. But we don't know it'll be in that order, so this will help out if we get caught out with his... I think he hits you for 36 on turn 3. I always forget the exact number. Hello, Slaver. Ah! The Seeing Red. Wait, are you dead? Upgrade Seeing Red, they say. It lets you go bash... Oh. I'm sorry, sir. Legitimately didn't know I had Pen Nib. I forgot picking up this relic. I think when I clicked it, I said, we get thing. It was just so not in my head. True Grit's an interesting one. I can take and upgrade True Grit now that the upgrade hit my Blood for Blood, and that allows me to grit away my strikes so that my deck just becomes Bash, Blood for Blood, Bludgeon. It's pretty good. Pretty damn good. Yoink. Ah. I could Seeing Red to take no damage. I like that. Seeing Red to block 1 damage is a bit degenerate, but he's not getting my gold. Ah, thank you. Good True Grit. And now you die. And there's no way you don't die because... bleh. Alright, we still haven't gotten our replacement potion. Oh, Dr. Freeman form is here. Now, the funny thing is this demon form doesn't play. I don't have strength payoff. I don't have any kind of multi-hit or strength scaling. It's just regular strength. And does Bludgeon or Blood for Blood really need strength scaling? I mean, it doesn't hurt, but no. And we are not adding Ironclad common attacks. Right, the window on that has shut now that we have Bludgeon, Blood for Blood. So do we carry around Demon Form as a solution to any fight that necessitates scaling like Champ? I think the answer is no. It's way too heavy. And it really doesn't accomplish much. Although, what if we get Fire Spirits? Yeah, sure. What a thought. We're getting a rare card here anyway. The rare card I want is Offering. Keep moving. There's no way I need to rest with these this much hit points. True Grit needs an upgrade to target the exhaust. Although Bash upgrade doesn't not play. Let's go. Feed. I'm not sure I want Feed. I've got 92 hit points. How much does this do? 42 plus 50% is adding 21 to this. This is 63 damage. That is 71 damage. It's a pretty bad time to be him, right? If I could just follow up with Blood for Blood, I get a good split. I'm sorry, sir. Alright, and that still gives me time to set up, and I could still choose to block his Big Bang attack. I mean, I'm not splitting him with this garbage. But we could actually just block next turn, and I'm not concerned about that. With, I think I want to keep this card. Yeah, with the Captain's Wheel, I don't fear this so much. I think it's fine just to evolve True Grit Away Strike Plus, or maybe a Defend. Yeah, Defend suck. And just say, well, by all means, try and hit me, Slime Boss. I don't even mind his slimes. I mean, what are they going to do? You also just cheapen my Blood for Blood, you chump. Do we wait for the Bludge? Do I even just accept the slimes? I think we split him right now because, let me think, I'm going to hit him for 31, bringing him down to 48. It's not quite Bludge range, frustratingly. I really want him in Bludge range. Bludgeon puts him in Bludgeon range. What an astute argument you've made, Jake. Bludgeon does put him into Bludgeon range. You have nothing but slime if you don't split. Good. Bludgeon puts him in Bludgeon range. Come and get me, Slime Boss. Bludgeon puts him in Bludgeon range. I'm not going to draw my way to another Bludgeon, but we do have True Grit and Defends in there if this guy starts playing silly buggers. You'll have nothing but slimes! Okay, this is a bit unfair, right? I could have gotten Blood for Blood to split him, but no. Oh well. Life is unfair. Bonk. Time to die. What if you just use Bludgeon? What if you have a one-card solution to Act 1? Yeah, show me Feed doing that. How does Feed accomplish what we managed there? You'd almost think we took Feed given our hit points. Ah. So it's come to this, has it? Currently, Corruption doesn't achieve anything. We get rid of our Defends. Seeing Red and Ghostly Armor already go away, and True Grit is useful, so why do I want Corruption here? On that note, why do I want Fiendfire? What does Fiendfire achieve? Does big damage. I've got big damage. I got big damage as little brother. Good damage. What does Berserk do? Berserk hurts me. And it slows me down. Not even sure I'd want Snecko, because I have the tools to bring my deck down to very little. If I can find something like the Sundial or the Abacus, shrug it off, you know, just something to reward me for slimming down my deck. We have excellent scaling. I'm a big believer in Berserk. I think the downside is negligible. 2 turns of vulnerable? I wouldn't call that negligible. I'm not sure I want any of this. Although I may regret not taking Corruption later on. I could take Corruption and carry it around, you know, as a trophy wife. And then if I get Corruption payoff, like Dead Branch, or... I think we take Corruption, we carry it. It'll be a brick in our deck, but we can carry 1 brick. Contemplating Fiendfire again. Fiendfire is just not playing, is it? Yeah, no, we carry Corruption around, but we probably don't play it very often, if at all. Alright, so I already got most upgrades I care about. However, if I take this, I won't be able to upgrade Pommel Strike to Pommel Strike Plus, which is pretty big. On the other hand, Energy Plays, which is pretty big. Especially with that bludge in my hand. On the other hand, what about 3 relics? 1 common, 1 uncommon, 1 rare. Can't remove the curse ever. That means I'm carrying 2 bricks. I don't want 2 bricks. I don't particularly want this either, though. Berserk and Fusion would have been 5 energy. Not on the turn you play Berserk, which is the important part. I generally don't like powers that do nothing the turn you play them. Corruption immediately works. Evolve, admittedly, doesn't do anything when you play it, which is why I'm a bit nyeh about it compared to Dark Embrace or Feel No Pain. But I appreciate that the things Evolve does are so valuable that it is more than what it costs to draw and play and get nothing. Berserk, on the other hand, I'm not very convinced. If that extra energy means you play 1 additional strike, then I really don't rate it high. You need good cards to follow up with it. Can it not be removed? The curse from Calling Bell can never be removed. The only thing you can do is prevent it if you have Omamori, which I do not. Oh, I unwittingly set up Pen Nib. That's cool. If I really believe I need the extra energy, I'm going to need that Fusion Hammer, and I'm really, really, really going to be unhappy about not being able to upgrade Pommel Strike. Any other must-have upgrades for me if it were to come? Black Blood is harmless, unlike the other 2 options. Yeah, but it doesn't really achieve much. Oh no, I'm going to heal 12. Healing not really much of a problem for us right now. Oh yeah, you can True Grit the curse away, but the funny thing about the Calling Bell thing... Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking about Necronomicus. Yeah, Calling Bell, you can True Grit away the curse, but it'll be back next combat. It's never gone for good. I can take this Fusion Hammer and be remarkably unhappy about it, because I do want the extra energy. And then I want some draw. Take the Bell. Really? Really? Take the Bell? You must be mad. Not happening. I'm taking the Fusion Hammer. And then we hope that when we get offered Pommel Strike, it's pre-upgraded. People like the Bell because they love the random outcomes. I know, because I love it when people take the Bell as well. But I'm here to win. I got a whole win lobby backing me on this one. Did someone say mandatory elite? I think they did. Unfortunately, I want to go shopping because I haven't been shopping at all so far. These strikes are weighing me down, as they often do. But if I do that, I'm not taking on the spicy elite. Is that a problem? I mean, spicy elite... Oh, right, rest sites are worth considerably less to me now because they are rest sites. Again, with the very few elites act layout. I don't rate Armaments Plus unless you have Draw Scrub Theo. Armaments Plus only upgrades 4 cards, which is very rarely going to be the 4 cards that you want. But if you have the Runic Pyramid for Retain, or if you have good card draw, like Battle Trance Plus, Offering, then hell yes to Armaments Plus. Could do with a Shovel. Yeah, I could do with a Rest Site Relic. Peace Pipe, Shovel, Guria. I mean, those are all of them, right? So... I don't like this very much. I am admittedly tempted to take you on, but there's not much I can do at this Rest Site. I just like the free pathing that comes with killing you nice and early. And I really want to go shopping. No shopping this act. Who's my boss, by the way? Oh, God. So I rate... It's not chosen, the Collector, rather. I rate the Collector as, by good measure, the hardest Act 2 boss. Because the other two bosses are relatively easy to solve. Can you scale in any way? You kill the chump. Can you kill fast or block heavy? Oh, well, then you've dealt with Automaton. But Collector debuffs you, hits really hard, scales the minions, resummons the minions. The minions strike you every turn. There's a lot going on in this fight. It's very difficult to get under control. For every character, I'd even say. I mean, yeah, sometimes you go in there and you just body her, but I don't think I'm bodying her today. I think we go this far and then we make a judgment call, but the judgment call is probably kill the spicy elite and enjoy free pathing later on. And I guess we just rest and rest. Got nothing better to do. I don't want to hit up a shop with not much money. I'd love to get Dead Branch or Sundial. That'd be a huge payoff. Is that Lady with the Summons a normal enemy? Lady with the Summons? I can't think of any normal enemies that summon. Gremlin Leader is an elite that summons. Collector is our boss that summons. I suppose the Darklings resummon themselves with Lifelink. That's a regular fight. She's so much earlier on. She's so much harder on A20 than her compatriots. It's not even funny. I agree, says Baziel. Yeah. So every time I see Collector, I worry about my Act 2. It's very difficult to know that you can deal with Collector. She also has a pretty unpredictable attack pattern, whereas Automaton is completely predictable. And although Champ is completely unpredictable, what you can predict is the way that he attacks, because he has a different sort of thing that he does before and after he chimps out, and he always hits you kind of lightly before he chimps out. Repto summons? Yeah, but Repto's an elite. Is there any regular fight that summons? I can't think of any. Nothing comes to mind. Let's go. Ugh, chosen. Ooh, pen nib. Do I just pen nib the bludgeon and deal 84 damage to you? 84 is a lot of damage, but I'd be missing out on just smashing you right now. And there's no guarantee that we even get bludgeon coming up, so... Just deal damage, Lamau. Suffer. That's a good idea. You should suffer. Getting evolved down means that those dazes are absolutely not a problem. Yeah, I suppose I should full block. Alright, and then you're dead. Because we draw. Like a madman. Incrementing pen nib has actually become relevant now. Which is shocking. Absolutely shocking. Also, you're dead. Yep. Alright, give me money, give me options. I don't like the options. Even though Hemokinesis does indeed play with Blood for Blood, Hemokinesis is not otherwise useful for me, and I can't upgrade it, so skip. The baseball. The bludgeon ball, you say? Well, you don't say, but I do. Blonk. The evolve doesn't play, but by playing it, it won't get in my way again, so good enough. He gets his one-time 35 block, and I say, wow, that is absolute hacks. And then I contemplate corruption, genuinely. And I stop contemplating it, because I don't really have expensive skills now, do I? And I don't like being frail, but suddenly I love the captain's wheel. Amazing. Don't need to Seeing Red to play my everything here. Pen nib this, or don't pen nib this, because I will surely draw... Well, bludgeon already kills you. 12 damage means I only need 18 to kill you. But the strike is such a lackluster card for pen nib. Is there a draw that I really, really regret if I don't play this right now? Because strike plus and strike won't do it regardless. Right, the strike plus is 18, plus this is 24. 24 doesn't kill you. Yeah, so we just go bonk. Okay, it was all for Cannot anyway. Down you go. Alright, pen nib's actually playing. Liquid Memories. 20% of my max hit points is a considerable amount of max of hit points right now. Liquid Memories is probably better than Swift, given my bludgeon situation. I mean, Swift Potion is nice, but bludgeon means slavers die. And I like it when slavers die. This could be max hit point slavers, and then I'm suddenly sweating. I don't want to sweat, but... there is a genuine argument that Liquid Memories together with Swift Potion is better than Blood Potion, because it stops me from losing the hit points that this Blood Potion will supposedly heal. And it's a pretty strong argument, but this thing is still like 18 or 19 hit points, so I don't know which way it rounds. Anger? Okay, Anger is a good card. Great card. If you're in Act 1, take Anger. Good card. What does Anger do here? Anger clogs up my deck like nobody's business. Stops me from drawing Bludgeon. Stops me from drawing Blood for Blood. And unlike Skills, it's harder to get rid of an attack card like Anger. And it's usually a card I remove towards the end of a run anyway. This is a difficult bleeding choice. I'm very tempted to drop the Blood Potion. Yeah, we're dropping the Blood Potion actually because I'm forced to rest on rest sites anyway. Alright, let's go. Ooh! Ooh. Yeah, +1 strength is hard to say no to. So we don't say no to it. Give me that. Plus you get to hear that warmth at the start of combat as well. This is a horrible turn 1. Is it horrible enough to Swift Potion? Because it's pretty freaking horrible. It's pretty freaking horrible. It's still pretty freaking horrible. Oh, that is funny. Yeah, it's pretty funny. It barely plays at all now, does it? By dealing 7 and 7, I bring the cultist down to bludge range. I like bludge range. And then I guess we tickle the chosen, and then we contemplate true gritting away. Probably corruption. Goodbye, corruption. You're dropping a lot of frames. Yeah, I'm aware, but there's not much I can do about that. Hey, bludge range. Oh, I like bludge range. Now that I can do something about. The whack. And I guess you're just hitting me. Oh, okay. So he does the cursed combo where he vulnerables you and then smacks you for 31. Fortunately, I have some block. Almost enough block, even. We missed the rage about Anger. I'm sure it's still out there. I cannot get my pen nib going here, but can I just kill you? 15... That's 79. That's just shy. That's really rather unfortunate for me. Do I just take the 8? Or do I accept a slightly prolonged fight? Because he's vulnerabling me again. And he could zap me again, and then I'm in a lot of pain. Because I don't really have block next turn. And I won't be able to kill him. I think we have to take the 8 and deliver the bludge. And then I need 19 to kill you. Which Blood for Blood will do. Very sad. Blonk. And if things go really bad, Liquid Memories can save me. He is such a piece of human garbage. Chosen knows how to play the game. That is all Chosen should ever do to ruin your life. Just debilitate, zap, and then Chosen is he's freaking stronger than elites. And he's got 102 health. How is this legal? This is not a legal enemy. Unfortunately, I'm wasting my pen nib. I could slightly rebate it by Strike Bash Strike. No, I can't. Okay, well, goodbye. Alright, we do get a potion back. It's back again. Shrug It Off is a little bit tempting. There's a saying, you can never have too many Shrug It Offs if you have corruption. It can never be upgraded, but I'm okay with that. I'll take a regular Shrug-a-Bug, I dare to say. Do I really? I guess so. Ah, lose all of my gold. Or get a relic. These guys present me with a difficult choice. Bludge? No bludge. Seeing red keeps not playing the way I want it to. I'm in trouble. I can one-shot the bear, but of course we have a lot of problems here. A lot of problems. Speaking of having a lot of problems, my internet keeps cutting out. Okay, this is horrendous. Yeah, that's just 34 damage coming my way with no real recompense. Where's some draw potion, please? Ha 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 ha. Well, Rage does block a bit. Rage blocks for 9. When I'm looking at 34 incoming, maybe that's not so bad. Sentinel could exhaust, but for no real gain. Bear can really ruin my day, especially because he's going to get himself some block. You don't weaken me, do you? You do weaken me. Jesus, you're a pain in the bum. And I might not even get Bludge next turn, but I need to set up Bear to die next turn. Does it give himself 10 block? 9 block. I don't know if that's going to be enough to kill him, but I'm going to trust that it is. Rough fight. No liquid memories or anything, do I? No, let's save that in just case I need to bludge. Horrible draw order. Fortunately, we can rest. Oh, the horrors don't end. Bludgeon is so heavy it falls to the bottom of my deck. 25 and 7 is 32. And 32 does kill Bear. I'm still getting ruined here, though. 25 and 7 is 32. 9 and 23 is 32. I like it when things work out. Alright, that's as good as these things can work out. Ow, ow, ow. Captain's Wheel is, you know, I often lambast the Captain's Wheel, but it's doing a lot for me. Just as Bludge is about to do a lot for me here. Goodbye, Pointy. Poindexter here is still hurting me, though. I could ruin his day, and he does hurt me more. Yeah, because this is 37 together. Liquid Memories, are you worth 12 health? Not with the elite coming up. Point is a one-trick pony. All he ever does is 6x2. Alright, we're getting somewhere here. What a horrifying fight. At least Pennib is set up. We get the red mask, we get a weak potion, and we get stuff I don't want. Is that true with corruption? Yeah, it's still pretty true. Yeah, the Balton Dax is immense today. When this goes to YouTube, I'll have to upload the local copy at this rate. I think we power our way through the Spicy Elite. We have some half-decent potions. Just hope the Spicy Elite isn't a complete nightmare, and the draw order isn't also a complete nightmare. Although that shop is really, really tempting. I'm sure we'll get the random shop, though, right? Never won't happen. Yeah, I'd keep on keeping on. I could just kill the Gremlin leader right now. Seeing red, bludgeon, bash, bludgeon, she's gone. I don't want to mess around in this fight. Kerthwack. I mean, currently I'm blocking 15 of this 22. Which means Blood for Blood will be free. How valuable is this potion to me? Especially knowing that I can rest immediately after this. How easy is it to kill you from 60 right now? Well, your little minions are going to keep grabbing at my ankles. Also, you regenerate. Alright, you're out of here. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, you better retreat. I don't often turn one the Gremlin Bleeder. Smiling Mask is hardly a reward here. And neither's any of this. Yeah, really, it feels like I'm playing Busted Crown here. I've taken 1 card reward all act so far. Pretty bad. Pretty damn bad. Tell you what, the streaming conditions are a bit insufferable right now. I'm going to try taking my stream down and then putting it back up. You know, it's almost like summer all over again with all the Germans swarming the area, eating up all the vital bandwidth. But I'm quite certain the Germans don't arrive in the middle of February. Oh well, it's unfortunate, but it's not much I can do but power through it. I'm not willing to pause sessions between days. Anyway, if you're watching this in the super future, don't worry, you're going to get the local recording, which should have none of this nonsense. Alright, get back to thinking about my card. Cards are crap. Keep moving. Starting to think my path was a bit garbage. I really needed a shop. I think I'm going to have to take this path and hope for Colosseum. No, that's silly, right? But the problem is we're drowning in hit points, and that is a bit of a problem. Am I drowning in so many hit points that I actually want to recall here? Not really. Well, maybe really. I don't get all of these hit points. 27? That would take me into the hundreds, but I think we actually recall here. Who knows, there might be a shovel in here. Let's recall. Who needs healing? Oh, wow! The Juzu bracelet! We're saved! It's like the easiest thing to key in the game. Well, Darkstone Periat's a little easier. Maybe the shovel's even easier? Yeah, I know, Sheffrin, there's going to be issues. Right, halt! I think the expected value is slightly better if you go for the big win here. We're going to settle the score with the beloved pet Murder Noodles. Alright, sure. I'll bet on you. Give me 250 gold, please. Okay, well, too bad. Not like we've had any opportunity to spend our gold. Juzu increases the chances for Colosseum. Yeah, great. I like killing elites. We should keep killing elites. Could be slavers. Slavers could be a big problem, of course. I don't think bludgeon plus one-shots front or back. But that plus a strike, I think, would. And getting stronger is good. Oh no, not the snake plant. The secret elite is here. Fortunately, though, we get a pretty good opportunity to ruin its day. Yeah, that's quite ruinous for the snake plant. Starting to wish I had headbutt, by the way. Headbutting, that would be good. Blocking is good, but I'm frail. So we just Ghostly Armor, defend, bash, and then kill it with Blood for Blood. Sounds good to me. I mean, maybe not good, given the damage this thing is doing, but we'll get an opportunity to rest. Ow, ow, ow. Thank you, Blood for Blood. Phew. Verily, thank you, Blood for Blood. And I can increment my pen nib slightly more. Alright, get that Burning Blood healing. Dropkick. Now that is a card I'd consider adding. Dropkick can go infinite. And it's not terribly difficult with so few attacks to go infinite with Dropkick. Yeah, triggered away the strikes, corrupt away the skills. Suddenly what do I have? I got Bludgeon, Blood for Blood, Bash, maybe a strike or two left, and then just keep kicking. It also does not need an upgrade. I know I try to force it to work a little too often, but still good. I'll take a drop kick. Uh-oh. Oh, this is bad. Well, on the plus side, one of them's already dead, because we've got 53 here. And on the other plus side, Pen Nib is already operational. Well, they're not vulnerable for drop kicks, so maybe that was a foolish thing to do. That is quite unfortunate. Might even be a waste to double this damage, because doubling damage here could be even better. Yeah, the stream's a disaster today, Tack. All I can do is sit and be sad. Oh wait, that was the wrong order. Oh well, hopefully I'm not off by 1 or 2 damage there. Hopefully not off by 1 or 2 damage. 23... Yeah, just down you go. And then, well, Captain's Wheel comes in for the everything. I'm still slow. I have no draw cards, which is quite frustrating. Corrupt? Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, that's why not. Alright, you need to leave now. You have caused me quite a few issues. Just end the stream, Jake. Say you didn't die. Oh, well, get the potion. That is good news. Second wind. Second wind is good and bad. Headbutt's good. That's actually a bit tricky, because I do want that second wind. Second wind with evolve and... oh man, that makes power through so good. I'm having a hard time saying no to this power through. Why is Birdman scary? I've always seen you just demolish him. What, you mean that guy? Because if you don't get that fight under control in 3 turns, you get demolished. They do nothing on turn 1, then they all strike for 6, then 11, then 16, then 21, and then you're dead. Headbutt will have more uses, I think. Yeah, probably. Probably. It's hard to know where it's going. If I end up getting a power through immediately after, then I'm going to really regret not having second wind. Headbutt's common, we'll see it again. Book of Glasgow is here. Hey, maybe I'll get second wind value. Or maybe I'll just... oh, he's big hitting on turn 1, the rancid bastard. Well, this is quite bad. Bad enough to skill potion? No, save that for slightly later, but only slightly. On the plus side, I can set up my pen nib. Kind of. Ow. Oh dear. Is this corruption already? Because life is kind of bad. I think it's corruption, ghostly armor, evolve. Also probably weak potion. This fight's about to get really out of hand. Really, really out of hand. And the problem is no draw. And we haven't even been offered any draw, that's the thing. No Dark Embrace, no Offering, no Battle Trance. And these 5-card hands are just getting me down. Alright, there we go. And yeah, I think I have to Offering here. Yeah, make next turn more palatable. And I need the evolve so that on the redraws we don't suffer too badly. Need to pen nib that bludgeon, by the way. The block is quite welcome. This is alright because I can blood for blood and bludgeon, and the bludgeon gets big oomphed. Big oomphed. Alright, great. And now I can simply defend, and hold on to these. Does he die next turn? That depends on what Shrug wants to do for me. Just think those 3 relics of the bell could have offered draw. I think the relics are the next relics you'd get. So the common relic would have been Vajra. Don't know about the uncommon or rare yet. Okay, what you got on the redraw? I don't think I want to put any of these into the redraw. Bludgeon? Ooh. You know how I feel about bludgeoning things to death. I feel pretty good about it. Let's increment pen nib ever so slightly. Thwack. Alright, whew. Oh, Jesus, could I get some relics that do something, please? This has been a complete bust of an Act 2 so far. Does Warcry change that? It's Warcry Plus. Can't be bad, right? You draw 2, you deck manipulate. It's not strictly draw, but I think I have to take it. Sure, I'll take it. Alright, what do we got? A Maw Bank. Upgrade all strikes and defends is pretty huge. Removing is good, but having these things do a lot more is also good. And that's 7 upgrades. Removing is strong, though. If I don't have draw, the next best thing is to remove all these accursed strikes. But I'm about to fight Chosen. I need more output on these things. Alright. Well, at least I get to rest here. I'll get to, as if there's a choice here. Surely with 85 and 1 potion we can force this fight to work for us, but it's not looking good. I don't have any real scaling. I have like anti-scaling. Does she even put statuses in my pile? No, this is pretty bad. Alright, well, let's charge on in regardless. Well, this is something, isn't it? Warcry, help me out. Surely dropkick can work next turn. Surely. Surely. Not really, there's no real payoff for it. Don't do that. Do True Grit so you can block and get rid of a strike. Yeah, perfect opener of virtually nothing. Bleh. I could second win away the defense. No, the defend pluses, rather. I hate that that's a real consideration. My block game is blocking with my face currently. Save them for now. That's not insignificant block. Alright, so this is quite bad. Life is very bad. Do I even need Evolve? I forget if you even give me any status effects. Spawns, blocks, wheats, vulns. I can just get rid of Evolve. It accomplishes nothing in this fight. We don't even make any nasty things ourselves. Although I can play Evolve to get rid of it, I can't say the same for strikes. Alright, maybe we do that instead. Because then what I can do is... Yonder. Am I gonna skill potion to block some of this nonsense? Hold off just a minute. Because it could have been useless to draw in there. Useless for now, at least. Alright, Captain's Wheel once again gets in. Blood for blood. Ah, you're just not quite in the dead zone. But you could be with Bash. Just bash blood for blood and kill one of these buggers. And then accomplish nothing else. Yeah, because that's 33 rather. Bash blood for blood's quite a lot of damage though, right? It's 9. So that's 30. What was this going to be with extra? Is that getting an extra 11 or an extra 12? Let's say 11. So it's 34. I should just kill this torch head, right? Easy money. Yeah, killing is better than blocking, some might say. So we're truly just blocking with our face here. Deck is too weak. Also, she's about to go You Are Mine. Also, we shuffled out our Bludgeon, because as Bludgeon loves to do, it just goes to the bottom of the deck, where it belongs. I lose my ghostly armor if I don't play it. So do I just ghostly armor bludgeon? I think I do. I want to increase the chance that she wastes time respawning. Although it's not really wasted time, is it? Could also just Seeing Red. It's kind of a bust in a lot of other circumstances. I think I will just play it. And then I play hand. Don't have to kill Torchhead, actually. I could blood for blood strike it. Then hopefully she wastes time buffing it up and then I just kill the thing. That sounds agreeable to me. The whack. I'd hate being weakened and vulnerable and frail, and I hate it when you follow it up with your 31. Where's my vulnerable for the dropkick, by the way? I had a dream. This is awful, by the way. I need an out about now. Is this it? Shockwave? Sentinel gives energy, which I can't use. Entrench gives block, which is dubious at best. Because I don't really have much block to double. But some block to double is okay-ish. It's just Entrench sticks around, which I don't like. These are awful choices. Could Warcry help me? Not really. I suppose it could get me Bash. And then I throw away Second Wind for later. Why do I have Second Wind in my deck? What's it doing? I hate being frail. I think I just have to Entrench here. Sad as it may be. Yeah, it gives me 12 block. That's not nothing. Plus I can kill you. Not nothing, huh? I mean, honestly, that wasn't too bad, was it? I think I mixed up striking and drop kicking. She is on a roll. Holy crap. I want to block, but I want to bash you for vulnerability. I guess I can do both. Because she does need to die, right? I don't win the fight if she doesn't die. Okay, she's resummoning. It's my opportunity to bash her again. What? Shrug into Second Wind? Or just Second Wind to get rid of this garbage? I'm having a hard time using that Second Wind. I'll take it. Why are they hurting me so much? She needs to die, but at this rate she's not dying. I can't even kill a Torchhead here. I think I'm the one that's dying here. She's vulnerable for drop to kick next turn. I think we just have to focus her, but I'm still weakened next turn as well. They hit me for 20 now, they hit me for 20 next turn, and I'm dead. Also, she hits me. Also, she doesn't die. This does not look good. I know. I was saying this is a bad matchup, and I am being vindicated. And she's also buffing. I think we're dead this turn. Oh, we're very dead this turn. Even if I blood for blood my way out of here, there's no blocking at 39. Even if I pen-nibbed my on-vulnerability bludgeon, it's not going to kill you. And I have no draw. Yeah, the thing that's killed this is no draw. I was offered no draw either, so it's not like I feel bad about it, but all these 5-card hands that don't amount to anything just is not cutting it. Just unlucky? No, there's probably a way to play this which doesn't result in anything that could be called a lack of luck. I have any way of even thinking about surviving. It's not with 75 incoming. It's not happening. Also, you did block yourself, you bugger. Yeah, no. Alright, well, that was a bit sad. That was very sad, in fact. Goodbye, cruel world. Reckless Charge is the only draw card I spotted, and that's dubious. Oh, that's very dubious. Oh. Yeah, Act 2 just fell apart. The relic support wasn't there. The card supports were not good. Not good at all. And that was not even Fusion Hammer's fault. This was the best that I could pick in Act 2. There's no anything here. Act 1 was pretty amazing, right? We got the Blood for Blood, we got the Bludgeons, we got good upgrades going, we got decent relics. And then Act 2 gave us nothing. And again, we got the, like, by far strongest Act 2 boss, and she just mops the floor with us. We had no answer to this. Ooh, very, very painful. I would like to... Oh, right. Oh, that's the sad part. Bringing Chad back down to 1. Ow. Okay, I wanted to just jump in and do some more Chad to, you know, immediately bring it back up to 1. But the stream is clearly falling apart as I'm looking at it. So I think I'm just going to pack up my bags for today. And maybe for the purpose of YouTube viewers later, I'll bundle this with the next run. So it can almost convince you that it's going to go the mile when you look at the length of the stream. Anyway, that's it for me. Cheerio. Not even a cheers. What a tune. Just what a tune. Evokes memories of that 500% run with the drop pod raids and the drop pot raids and the drop pot raids and the mechs and Apocriton and the smog and the fallout. Ah, take me back. But don't actually take me back. That run was very stressful. Unbelievable that nobody ever died. That's not what we can say about our last run here in Slay the Spire, though. What a turntable this run was. Very strong Act 1, with the Bludgeon Plus doing so much of the heavy lifting, just crushing our way through it, right? Even against Slime Boss, it was just no problem. And then we enter Act 2 and we get nothing. Relic support in Act 2, nada. Strength with no strength payoff cards, this thing. No shopping. Did I mention no shopping? We made the move to kill the Spicy Elite. And our payoff was just nil. The cards we took in Act 2 were few and pathetic. What do we get anyway? Shrug It Off. Okay, so far still just Shrug It Off. The freaking Juzu bracelet appeared. Drop Kick, Second Wind, but we didn't get the cards to go with it. No Shockwave, no Power Through, no Feel No Pain. Warcry was a pretty desperation pick because on top of everything else we didn't get any draw. And then Collector just completely kills us. It wasn't even close. Because Collector is by far the hardest Act 2 boss. With the exception of Champ if you have no scaling. If you have no scaling solution, then Champ is the hardest. But you need only a single type of scaling to defeat Champ. Anyway, miserable run because it looks so good. But that's what Act 2 can do. You can go through Act 2, get nothing, and just die. And I am unsure how anybody could have played this Act 2 from our position here and made something of it. I suppose, well, no, I know exactly what you could do. You could go shopping, because we died rich. We died with 424 gold. All the shops were early, but in retrospect, it would have been better to go to the shops and actually get something for the deck. A relic, a couple of good cards. You name it, anything's better than what we ended up with here. Did you get to try the Odyssey DLC, by the way, Jake? I cannot recommend it enough, especially with your hatred for caravanning. No, I've not touched the Odyssey DLC. I'm just rimworlded out. I have no desire to touch that game for quite a while. I will eventually come back to it, but that 500% run was just so conclusive for me, right? That run was done. I was like, okay, that's it. That's the Keppa mode of Rimworld done. I don't feel the need to come back. I'll be back eventually, but you know, what's the rush? Odyssey is great. You said the same thing about Factorio. Yeah, and I stood by that. I did everything in Factorio. And then Factorio Space Age came out. I let it burn for a little bit. And then I came and kaboom, did everything in Factorio again. And now I'm done with Factorio. Don't need to come back. You know, not every game needs to be played forever, all the time. But Slay the Spire is something special. Alright, we're not doing any betting today. because I wouldn't want to muscle in on weekly one-shots bet tomorrow. So where are we going to go with? The Chad, the Silent, or the Defect? I'll tell you right now it's Chad. I am distinctly unhappy having zeros on my streak list. Yeah, this 0 and this 0 are not allowed, so we're going to get Chad up to 1 before we risk anybody else's. So, before we move on to another character, give me a winning Chad seed. Something we can just blow through in 1 hour, and then we can play as either Silent or Defect and get those. The Chad with Get Better! Alright, let's get better, Chad. I see what you're saying, Zanzibar Prom. Let's go. Let's be better Chads. Another try? Yes, it is another try, Niao. What are we going to go with? A random rare for 18 damage is a rare case of take damage because Chad can handle it with his burning blood. The random rare can miss. You can get something like the shovel and then you start feeling really foolish. But you can also get something really, really good. You get fossilized helix. You could get the incense burner. Yeah, I guess you could get Captain's Wheel. Ooh, okay, we can dodge the early shops, but I like my shops generally later. Oh, okay, those are the only shops in this act. That's already quite awkward. And this being forced into advanced combat is also really awkward. Jeez, I feel like I always get bundled with awkward act layouts. On top of that, the possibility for getting multiple elites is really grim, because in order to get 3 elites, you must take on Spicy with no rest ahead of time. Into you. If you can make that happen, you're quite rewarded. 2 elites, 2 rests, and another elite in the inevitable rest. But what's more reasonable? The idea of a 1 elite Act 1 is kind of perishing. You know what, let's see what's inside this random relic. Thread and Needle's very, very good. Is it good enough to think that we can go this way? We could at least go here and then decide, you know, maybe we max roll the gold or something, or we end up with terrible card rewards, or we desperately need a potion, we go here and we just force this path to happen. Because I could see myself just buying a couple of potions here and then forcing this. Yeah, if nothing else, this opens up the most options for us, so let's go this way. Oh, I love that plated armor. I also love Acidic Slime on 12 health, because it means he dies to 2 strikes. And you know what doesn't get affected by being frail? You're right. Plated armor. Still taking damage, though. Defend could have saved me here if it wasn't bottom decked, but it did bottom deck, and now you die. Not bad, though. We heal more than we lose. We get some mediocre gold, and we get some terrible card rewards. If you could handpick 3 of the worst card rewards to offer Chad, especially early on, this is pretty much a front runner. So our boss is the Guardian, which is a pretty bad matchup for the Chad. I'd say it's his worst matchup in Act 1. The rare Combust deck? Hell no. Am I willing to take Sever Soul on the basis that it is stronger than 2 strikes? Pretty awful bloody card. Didn't realize this though, it actually upgrades to do pretty hefty damage. A 22 damage attack card's pretty decent. But I'd rather have Perfected Strike than Sever Soul. Either way, I'd want them to leave the deck later on. This is horrifying, I'm gonna skip. Speaking of horrifying, it's the ever-deadly Jawworm, here to do Jawworm things, like immediately hit me for 12, which I can't avoid, and then immediately ask me if I want to take another bit of damage, and I say, well, no, not really, because you're going to break my plated armor. And I like that plated armor. And then I feel even more silly because he gets a free buff up, because I couldn't really break through him there. And then I'm starting to feel really, really silly. Life is quite bad. I don't want to take that full 12. Jeez, man. Could we kindly kill this guy? No, we cannot. Please, Jawworm, cease and desist. What's it gonna block for anyway? This is his block 5. So he's gonna have 23. Best I can do 18. If I take the 5 damage he's doing now, I can guarantee his kill next turn. If it doesn't go that way, then blocking could be tough. I mean, he could just hit me with his big chomp, and then I suffer. Let's not suffer. If he just buffs next turn, this is foolish, but let's take the chance. Nah, I was foolish. Foolish. Oh, well. Took that damage for nothing. Okay, well, give me some better options. Where damage? I mean, Shockwave is good and Power Through is good and Infernal Blade is debatable. But I have had no potions and no real damage. Oh, there's a question about what Niao is. So Niao is a god of resurrection. Your character at the very start does come in here and then die, but Niao brings you back to life and forces you to keep slaying the Spire for her own nefarious desires. You pick up little bits of lore here and there throughout the game's events, but nothing too conclusive. Ah, Jesus. I mean, these are good cards to get later. Well, Power Through and Shockwave are. I think I'll take that Power Through. Although Shockwave is amazing, I don't really have the other things to make it work. Alright, this shot better be worth something to me. Ho yourself. I could get Feel No Pain and delude myself into believing this is the Sentries and Feel No Pain solves the fight. That doesn't allow me to buy a potion, though. And the wound is not particularly helpful for me. There's a lot of not particularly helpful things here. Also, I haven't picked up any damage. Do we delude ourselves? Because if it's not the sentries, we die here. Simple as. Yeah, who needs damage? Well, I'm going to need damage. Let's delude ourselves. Delusion is fun. Am I desperate enough for that Wild Strike? You know, with a Wild Strike, I'll end up with loads of wounds, and then we can further delude ourselves into thinking we're going to find an Evolve. And I do need something that deals damage. It's just the drawdown on this is savage. Not happening. Alright, little buggers. Hey, look, Power Through payoff. Incredible. Yeah, I've already got wounds, and the wounds aren't getting much easier for me. Just get that out of here, because I already full block courtesy of the delectable thread and needle. And then, well, you die, and you die. Alright, lovely. But the easy battles are now the easy battles are now over. All ways of killing you bottom decking. Okay. Right, we get a potion. It's not very good, but it's a potion. We get attacks. They're not very good, but they're attacks. They are really not good. I guess I'm taking that Twin Strike out of sheer desperation. And I think we need to take another combat, because I need another potion or something to deal with the upcoming elite. Thank you, Power Through. Kind of. Give it up. You can't win. Could block more with this. With this blocks for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll take 1. Or I can just deal damage. I don't want to get injured. Well, not too much at least, because I knew I was blocking this turn anyway. Would you kindly die? Oh, you weakened me, you piece of crap. Yeah, we could do 3, 3, 4, and 4. 7 and 7, 14. That's not quite enough. Guess we're just taking damage then. And now you kindly die. Okay, rough start, but at least we got a couple of potions. I'm seeing an easy pick here. Well, I say easy. I'm seeing a pick here. That's right, it's anger. I'm not thrilled about that. I'm really not thrilled about that, actually. That's 2 rewards of nothing but common attacks for the Ironclad. Ugh, just drowning myself in low tier stuff here. Can't think of a better approach, though. I've got to take that anger to survive. And we're forced into this fight, and it's not the sentries, so we're probably dead. Probably. There's this idea that I could elixir away this trash. But I think I'll save that for a potential feel no pain moment down the line. Clothesline, I don't like clothesline. It doesn't do enough for the energy it costs, and it costs a fair bit of energy. Well, next turn we've got power through feel no pain. Well, not really. I'm going to be one off of a full block by doing that, unless... I think we need to open now. Oh well. I'm quite certain we're dead here. If not directly to Lagavulin, to the fact that we're not going to become very strong after all of this is done. You know, elixiring here is not too shabby, actually. Because I can get rid of a strike and these wounds, and I can full block. Although it's for one block, it's also for not having these wounds come back. Which is quite valuable in itself. The streaks reach dark young levels. No, I have others. I have others. Believe. Killing you is very, very difficult. Yeah, I just don't have the damage. Even on the off turns, I can't achieve anything. I think we're just dead here. I did take this gamble on the 1 and 3. It was sentries, but this start has been a disaster. And it continues to be a disaster. And if you're getting double siphon sold on this, you're probably dead anyway. And now we don't really deal damage. Or block. Well, that was a grim start to the run. And a grim finale for the run. Triple siphon soul. Go, my 2 damage angers. Guess it was Sever Soul then. Didn't realize Siphon Soul was powered up on high ascension. It's -2 on strength and defense, but yeah, that was not happening. We needed our opening to be a lot stronger than that. I didn't really throw away much. I always like to play my runs as if they're serious. You know, I'm on 5 or 10 streak runs, but yeah, the layout, the offerings, everything was just trash here. So I don't feel too bad about that one being scraped under the carpet. Clearly, we didn't get better, so I need you to give me a much better seed than that. I'm holding that in Zanzibar palm for a seed. Okay, how about more better? Alright, you can be even more better, Chad. Let's go. I'll play one of the other characters once Chad doesn't have a 0 next to his name. Choose a rare colorless for all of my gold or a common relic. Alright, let's see what we have going here. For the love of God, could the mod person not break their mod? I really wish Steam had mod versions like Nexus Mod does, so I could roll back. Pretty decent 3 elite path on the far right. Upgrade, elite, upgrade, upgrade, elite, elite, upgrade, and you're out of here. And we could avoid all shopping and spend all of our money on a rare colorless card, or spend nothing on a common relic. Quite like this. Are you using the forked version? I'm not entirely sure what version I'm on, but if it's a version that still has the remember your coloring things, I would like that. Yeah, I quite like this far right path. Give me a rare colorless card, please. Wait, rare colorless. For some reason I didn't notice the word colorless there. So Apotheosis, Hand of Greed. But you can really miss on this one. Ah, let's not miss on it. Hey, look, Apotheosis. Thank you. Hey, 12 hit point acidic slime. We like those. Now we become vulnerable and feel unhappy about it. Not vulnerable, but frail, rather. I can block 6, or I can upgrade everything and block... this would be block 5, I think. I'll take that. Oh no, it's block 6. Even better. And then it's time for you to die. Oh no, not frail again. What'll I do? I kill you, that's what. Get a potion, not a great one, but a potion, and then we get some difficult choices here because this is excellent utility down the line. This is awful, so I guess it's an easy choice to say no to. We're fighting a slime boss. Probably is Shrug It Off, but Apotheosis makes that Dark Embrace only 1 cost, a lot easier to play. Am I okay carrying around 1 bricky Dark Embrace? Can become very good very fast, but it's very early to take a brick. Very early to take this brick. Take the Shrug It Off. Shrug It Off into a block card. It's about 50-50. Never wasn't there. Anytime you just full block endless attacks here, life is good. Life is pretty good. The 1 damage is fake because we heal 6 at the end of all of this, and now you're looking pretty dead to me, Buster. You become strong, and you know what? Me too. Time for you to die. Easy peasy, perfect fight. Oh my. Rampage is a god-awful A20 card. Like, unbelievably bad. But the other options aren't any good either. Havoc with no frozen eye is just a no. Burning Pact on 3 energy is already dubious, but when there's nothing worth Burning Pacting into, then it's a hard sell. Don't tell me I have to take Rampage, because it's a really bloody awful card, but if I don't take it, I got nothing. Yeah, you need to cycle through your deck fast to make Rampage work. Oh well, I need something that does damage. And it does do damage. Take the max hit points, I'm not in the mood for having a curse. Caca. Now just do the damage. That was weird, you just press 1, 2, 3 to do those attacks. Apo. Apo will make this whole fight surely better for me, right? Surely better, right? Oh, we shuffled out the Rampage, by the way, so it doesn't even get its boost. Much better. Oh, crap, that was a misplay. I'm taking 10 damage for that misplay. Well, 4, but yeah. Didn't realize where strike pluses could have killed you without defense. Oh well, 4 damage. 2 damage it is. Boop. Not too bad. There's the headbutt to make that Rampage not as awful as it is. There's the True Grit to make me regret not taking the Dark Embrace. Take Headbutt. We'll try and make Rampage work. We're going to have to try pretty hard. This is a monstrously bad attack. How is this legal? Haven't even reached the rest site and we're getting hit for 20 damage on the first turn. That can't be right. It's just not right. What is this? You know, Jawworm's hard enough on his own and we got to take him on with the acidic slime? That's not right. Where's my Rampage? That's not my Rampage. Oh, life is bad. I need to kill that thing before it makes me weak. Drop pile? Drop pile contains 17 damage. So I guess... oh, I just... No. We can avoid shuffling out the Rampage. So we're going to bring Shrug back. And I'm going to hit... Jawworm's going to be a problem, of course. But with Apotheosis down, life gets a little bit easier. Was this an event, by the way? Yeah, of course. Event is always a fight. It's never not a fight. What you got? Funny. Attacking is better than blocking here. Just take your damage. And then surely Rampage comes to do its best. The Rampage does 16 damage. That's pretty hardcore. Pretty hardcore. Where's the rest of the damage? There it is. Thank you, Rampage. Words never uttered before. The mediocrity continues. It's none of this nonsense. And it's upgrading Apotheosis to make it more playable. Whoops. There we go. Alright, let's go. Ah, the sentries. I was missing you last run. Top decked Apotheosis is actually really rather nice. And minimizing damage is really rather nice. Do I want to headbutt anything? I'm not killing next turn, so headbutting this defend is not the world's worst idea. Then we can get our block zone on. The question is, do I want to take 4 or do I want to advance the fight? I'd like to advance the fight. Because I don't really have much of a counter to all the dazed that I'm getting, because I didn't take that Dork Embrace. Maybe I wish I had. The Shrug gets us a strike. But it also full blocks, which is pretty cool. Explosive Potion kills you right now. It's probably the best use case of this thing. If I do 9 to you, you'll be on 21. 21 is relevant because Headbutt Strike can kill you. Headbutt Strike? We can delude ourselves into thinking this is Headbutt Strike. Alright, all in all, not a bad fight. Now let's hope the relic support is up there. The relic support is Molten Egg. You know, I don't hate that. I just don't like it. Does mean that if I get an attack, it'll be upgraded before I need Apotheosis in play, but what... I guess feed, maybe? Whatever. The potion is amazing, though. Oh, okay, I take it all back. Phenomenal. Brilliant. Love the Molten Egg. Best relic possible. Pommel Strike Plus is really good, but the drop kick I could force an infinite. You know, drop kicks can be found anywhere. Pommel Strike Plus, on the other hand, is just delectable. Oh, you don't say no to a Pommel Strike Plus. Active draw. I don't even need an upgrade at this upgrade site, do I? Does that mean I rest for 16, or do I even consider going shopping for a remove? Isn't dropkick rare? Dropkick is rarer. You're right about that. I think we actually go to the shop. I'm feeling pretty swanky right now. Even though we can't afford a relic or a rare card, we could get something like a Feel No Pain. The remove is nice. The remove is very nice. The more I remove, the more Rampage could actually work, especially with Pommel Strike, Shrug It Off, Rampage. Are we going to actually build a Rampage deck here? I don't know about you, but I got nothing to lose. Let's do it. We're on a Rampage, and we came to get down. Never become frail. Sure. A lot of things in Act 2 make you frail, and now they can't. Resting for 24. Burning Pact would have been better for the... Oh, great. Let's just roll back the clock and pick up that Burning Pact. No, we need damage. I'm contemplating the early recall. But we do have 2 of these. Just get the early recall. What the heck else am I going to do here with Apotheosis here? Oh, we're going to look at the Luggy and say, thank goodness that Rampage is going to power up like nobody's business. Where are you, Apotheosis? He's about to wake up anyway. There's my Apotheosis. Unfortunately, I can't headbutt Rampage to shrug into Rampage. But I can still headbutt Rampage. So it's the first thing we have going into us next turn. Could also headbutt the Bash. I could also shrug and then headbutt the shrug so that I have shrug for next turn. But I might draw something with the shrug that I don't want to. Sure. Okay, that's pretty good. Headbutt shrug. It's going to be strike. Well, I'm glad it was a strike. So now I can... well, what's in shrug? Yeah, okay. Bashing for the vulnerable is pretty important. Important enough to take this 9 damage. Bonk. And now Rampage came to get down. Take another 9 damage? I guess so. It's okay, you expect Lagavulin to do damage to you. Again, with a headbutt and a not drawing here. You're not going to be vulnerable next turn, but Rampage does do some pretty chunky damage, so let's just make sure you're dying next turn. If nothing else, a dupe pot, but we shouldn't need it, because Rampage is just my beloved. Alright, acceptable. Meh, relic, good potion. Ho 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 ho! Were there 2 other cards offered there? I didn't see them. Offering is the Ironclad card. And this is the... need a new pair of underwear encounter. What you got, Shrug? Rampage? That's not too terrible, because I could knock out Sneaky Grem. But I'll be weakened and... Oh, only weakened courtesy of the turnip next turn. That's okay, then. I don't want to take that 10, though. Get out of here. Yeah, the Hourglass is at least getting in this fight. Whack. 6, 6, 4, 4. So I guess I just kill you. What am I bringing back here? Don't tell me Rampage, but it's probably Rampage. Can't believe the Rampage value that I'm getting today. Thank goodness for Turnip, saving me from the horrors of being frail. And now Rampage does its thing. And you will die in due time, without your little blocky friend. And Offering, nice to see you, but not necessary. And you're dead. Alright, that fight could have gone so much worse. Second Wind. Second Wind to remove garbage and have nothing but Shrug It Off Rampage. Alternatively, that Whirlwind is pretty sweet in Act 2. Well, it can be pretty sweet. Knocks out those birds, for one. It's pre-upgraded, so the damage is... well, I mean, it doesn't matter. Apotheosis upgrades everything, but... Still contemplating that Second Wind. Starting to really feel the burn of not taking a Dark Embrace. Or the Feel No Pain. But against the Guardian, I want my defense. If anything, I want to get rid of the strikes. So a True Grit would be really handy here. Yeah, the Rampage is a really, really awful A20 card. For the simple reason that A20 demands multiplicative scaling and Rampage is linear scaling. You know, add 5, add 5, add 5, add 5. You know, what you really want is just the things that go boom and take off. Either through scaling or reducing the deck so that your deck cycles take significantly less time. But no, Rampage is pretty awful. But it's been offered to us, and I've never made a Rampage work on A20, so why not give it a go? Doesn't answer the question what I'm doing here, though. I don't particularly want more attacks, so I'm relying on Rampage, but I must say having this AoE dump could be quite handy. Well, if it double damaged, it would be insane, but then again, Catalyst does that. Catalyst is insane. Maybe I take the Whirlwind and I don't take any more attacks. Alright, sure. I want that extra elite dead. Ooh, free upgrades. Offering is a no-brainer upgrade. Because it's going to get me into Apotheosis faster. Ooh, you're back! I mean, I don't have a problem just offering immediately. Maybe we even draw Whirlwind and end the fight immediately. We don't. We really don't. Ah. Well, that's close to being done with immediately. Sure. I'll take my little bit of damage, and then they're pretty much dead. Offering is amazing, by the way. Just, there's no card quite like it. You be gone. You be gone. And there is a chance you can hurt me. Never happens, though. Never happens. I love not having relics or cards to set at self-forming clay. That is a heart solution right there. Whenever you lose hit points, gain 3 block next turn. Suddenly, the offering only hurts me for 3 hit points instead of 6. That's a gross generalization, but we'll take it anyway. Second Pommel Strike opens up possibility for infinite, which is completely irrelevant to the Rampage, but it's much better than the Rampage. I did say I don't want to take any more attacks, and there's Second Wind once again to say, are you sure you don't want me? Ah, jeez. I'm not sure I don't want you, Second Wind. But I still think I'd take the Pommel Strike. Sure. Good deck. Pretty good deck. Just, it really doesn't need much to complete this deck. I could even maybe accept Busted Crown. But the real dream is probably Pandora's Box, or even the thing that turns 3 cards into other cards, Astrolabe. Alright, well, we haven't much else to do, and upgrading's useless, so do we just take the rest here? I guess so. It's quite a lot of hit points after all, and, you know, it's... Oh, it's not Guardian. Why did I think we were fighting Guardian? Ah, shoot, why didn't I take Second Wind? Oh, I'm a fool. I'm a foolish fool. Oh well, Apotheosis immediately will help out. Why didn't I take Second Wind? It would have been so good with all these slimes. Alright, well, Pommel Strike first. Okay, I was wondering if I would end up with Offering. But I can Rampage, and I can Headbutt the Rampage, because it's such a good card, you know? And then I could Bash Rampage. Where the heck's my Offering? I could actually Bash Pommel Strike, Offering Rampage. Is that the right order, though? Because Offering's going to reshuffle my draw pile. I'd quite like a Rampage in for it. I certainly want to max out my damage here. I think that means I Rampage Pommel Strike. Wait, what? That makes no sense. Yeah, as soon as I said it, it doesn't make much sense, does it? Rampage, then Pommel Strike. Then I have 1 energy. Then I Offering so that I bash. Rampage, Pommel Strike, and hope for another Rampage. Just do the bash first. Yeah, I don't want to shuffle out my Rampage, but it's probably better to get the damage done right now. Alright, here we go. Save me, Offering. Yeah, see that that Rampage is now shuffled out, and this is kind of what I was worried about, but also kind of not. Ah, that's good enough damage. Plus the slimes being there mean that they're not here during this. Oh good, they didn't do the nasty thing to me. Die. Easy win. Oh no, not 3 damage. What will I do? What will I diddly do? They can't even make me, yeah, can't even make me, frail. I can't do anything. Okay, life is good-ish. I don't want any of this. Is that true? Look at that brutality with self-forming clay. Maybe I do want brutality. It's draw. I love draw. I'll take the brutality. Wait, was that innate with the upgrade? No, it wasn't upgraded. Okay, but Apotheosis will upgrade it, but the upgrade is meaningless. Why is this not just Coffee Dripper? I like my money. We don't really need upgrade. Oh, wait. Hold on. Got this mixed up. Fusion Hammer would be good. Coffee Dripper is dubious. But I do want the extra energy, and I don't want to waste my money. I'll take Dripper. Take Dripper and don't take damage. Yeah, Hourglass, the MVP. Alright, where's the rest? Where's the merchant, man? Could consider Spicy Elite. All the merchants are lopsided. You're also after the relic, which is rather nice. Could go this far and then decide if I want the merchant first. I can dodge the merchant after you if I don't like it anyway, but yeah, I quite like getting to that merchant. Shouldn't be in such a bad state that I need a rest site before you, and even if I am, I can't rest anyway, so let's take care of ourselves. Yeah, pipe or shovel would not be terrible now, that's for sure. That was foolish. I should have shrugged first. But I didn't. I'm suffering. Contemplating a few things. Mostly I'm contemplating that offering. The draw is nice, losing hit points is not nice. But he's about to make me weakened, which means he's probably going to go for the big hit afterwards, because he's a real piece of work. So I'll just take this, get my free block as well while I'm at it. Draw is nice. Well, the draw kind of undoes itself with a dazed, but I'm doing it anyway. Oh, maybe I should have drawn into the bash first, because I would like to bash and then hit you with things. It was always there for me. Thank you, Bash. Should be a kill next turn, no problem. Yeah, for who? For who? Get out of here. Alright, not too bad. Potion, which is inferior to my current potions, and power through with that second wind I didn't take. Brilliant. Second wind come back. All is forgiven. Ooh, power through payoff. That's sweet and all, but is that really what I want to do? Depends what's in the pommel strike. And that's definitely what I want to do. Let's get that rampage value and take 1 whole hit point of damage. Because it's more than 1 hit point savings. I love savings. And I'm not frail either, so I can defend rather nicely. Could defend rather nicely. Could also offering just get this fight out of the way. Because this guy's a real piece of work. I mean, they're all pieces of work. This is Act 2. Sure. I should maybe be a little bit cautious about playing that over and over again. Maybe. Where's my beloved Rampage? Because I can't get down. Whoops. Well, I'll get it. Guess we get it next turn then. Never realized the Brutality Clay synergy. It's nice. Well, it's there. It's certainly there. And about nice. It exists, I guess. It's just with Coffee Dripper, I'd rather not be taking the damage if I could avoid it. Alright, get out of here. Well, there's that Burning Pact that suddenly looks a lot better. Get in here. Dazed? Hell no. Burning Pact. I like Act 2 question marks, because they're not Act 2 fights or elites. Cryptic writing is a little dangerous for a man that's carrying a cup of coffee. However, it does mean if it's the Necronomicus, I can double Whirlwind, which is enormous. If it's the annoying card, then it's just annoying, and if it's the free power, then that's also good. But I am gonna hurt for this. Read. Annoying game puts the just lose hit points for nothing button in the same place as the previous reading, but let's obtain that book. And it is the free power. Alright, as long as it's not Nilrees. Nilrees is powerful, but so annoying. Click a card every single turn. This is a remove because we already upgrade everything. Yeah, just remove a strike and we're happy. Donk. You got a waffle? You got a medical kit. I love medical kit. You've got evolve. I love evolve. I cannot have both. With the power through, evolve just got a lot better. But with the medical kit, we just get rid of the wounds anyway. But I don't currently have exhaust synergy. Yeah, shy 10 gold for both. If only I'd taken a combat. Where I saw waffle in the very first shop. Okay, well, let's not go crying for that then. The thing about evolve is I can get a card removed with it. And removing those strikes is very powerful. We're fighting the champ. Is that relevant? Well, champ isn't too difficult to scale if we just run through our deck really quickly. Medkit power through is so insane, though. Well, is it, though? Because it's no more insane than having offering down. It still gives me the draw. It might even be better for situations where I want a big hand, like a big fiend fire. There's always a chance you can find another evolve. Medical kit is gone forever. Brilliant reasoning. Let's keep moving. Hopefully we don't just die immediately here. It's the slavers. Oh. Is it? Is it actually the slavers? Because it could just be the deads. Oh, this is a difficult question, because if I just dupe this whirlwind, they die. But how valuable is this dupe potion? If a potion was going to do anything for me, killing the slavers is pretty freaking high up there. Currently this would do 8 8s, which is, I believe, 64, which kills them all if duped. If I offering into it, it will do 6 8s, 48, bang. And between the feel no pain and the offering, well, I'll still take a bit of damage. Might be worth keeping the dupe potion because the offering's probably worth it better. The dopamine of the dupe, yeah, I'm thinking about that, trust me. Is there anything it could draw that would change my mind in any way? Not really. There's nothing here that isn't just better than murdering them all. Imagine, play one card, kill the whole room, use the attack potion instead of the dupe. No guarantee that the attack potion gets me what I need here, but the attack potion is certainly less valuable. Thinking about it, if we just offering first, that's 4 times 8, which is nowhere near enough. Offering into this is plenty enough. It's 48, kills front and back. And that leaves this guy only needing about 8 damage to kill him. Which is pretty cool, right? Let's see what the attack potion has. Feel no pain, offering whirlwind. Yes, that's the current idea. Does this change it? The pommel strike ensures that the central guy dies. Yeah, it all just ensures that the central guy dies, right? Because the idea was that I was... Run the numbers again. This is, with that, 6 times 8, 48. Needs 8 more damage. So all of these kill the center guy as well. Guess we'll get it with some draw. Hey, look, a thing. Feel no pain at all. Offering. Thank you, self-forming clay, but goodbye, losers. Lovely. Whoa! Omlette build is here. All skills are now pre-upgraded. Why, Burning Pact? Why? Dark Embrace! The hidden third frozen egg. Okay, that is beefy. This deck just got wild. Alright, now we need to not die. Not dying is the priority. Pretty big priority at that. I'm gonna need better cards than this. Like, a lot better cards than this. Yeah, medical kit also got better. How about that? Not liking all this damage I'm taking. Where's my block? Are you my block? Oh, you're my power through. Hey, you know what Dark Embrace power through does? Draws. And it draws. And offering saves me this damage considerably, which is also good. And it also draws even more. Could make space for it, actually. I could even headbutt something so offering definitely draws into it. Don't know what that would be, though, because this thing's going to die. With no further questions, Your Honor. I could actually headbutt a Dazed, but with Evolve I already extra draw with a Dazed anyway. Pommel Strike is a bit of extra damage, I suppose. Frankly, I'm not seeing it. Don't like all the damage I'm taking for myself, though. I'd love to find another healing relic just to add to what I have. The Whirlwind knocks you out and takes this thing out as well. And then I don't do Apotheosis. If I do Apotheosis... I'm not thrilled about it. Maybe just do the damage. Although this guy's fairly easy to take care of, isn't he? Don't have a way to just kill him. I think actually the Rampage Headbutt will take him out. Yeah, so if I Apo this stuff, we've got 12 and 8, which is fine. So Rampage, Headbutt the Rampage. Unless I want the guaranteed block next turn. Because this scumbag's going for a double hit. Let's not take damage, okay? Sure. Yeah, there he is. I'd be frail normally, but I'm not. And hey, look at all the block I didn't draw. Thank goodness for power through. Thank goodness for 2 trillion draw. I was gonna say, where's my Feel No Pain? But of course we had that in the past. Gotta get back. Back to the past. Can't get through that artifact. There's still a lot of damage to be done. Surely Rampage can help with that. Rather have fewer strikes here. Although maybe dealing damage was a more clever thing to do. Because I'm bleeding a bit here. I'm bleeding quite a lot, actually. I'd rather not be bleeding. Can't believe strike pluses are better here. And he's still blocking and I'm still hurting. But the Rampage is here. In fact, I could Rampage, headbutt the Rampage. And although I could just kill him like this, I want to kill him with style. Nothing says style quite like playing Rampage again. Okay, Essence of Steel, Shockwave Plus. God, the good cards keep on coming, and they don't stop coming. True Grit's pretty great as well, but come on, Shockwave Plus. Slight problem, I need to rest, and I'm not well rested. If I go into this Spicy Elite, I could very well die. Doesn't happen though, right? And there's no upgrades really worth thinking about anymore. So we take the combats and hope that we can heal off of them, which is maybe a foolish thing to think. Gonna need you guys to die. Is that okay? Maybe. Anyone seen this episode before? With the offering, this does 48 damage. I'd like to not have to offering, though, is the problem. The offering nullifies the health regen, but I also don't want to play my dupe pot. I know, I'm wanting for a lot of things here. But if I just play this, it does not do sufficient damage on its own. Could really do with Bag of Marbles so that turn 1 Whirlwind just erases my foes. Is there the possibility that I consider Defend Whirlwind? That won't kill this thing, but what about Defend Pommel Strike Whirlwind? 15... and this does 12, so that will kill and weaken these guys. But odds are I don't finish them off next turn. Remember, it's 8 times 4 plus 3 damage. Where's the plus 3? The Mercury Hourglass happens at the start of my turn, so they would get their attacks in. And the whole point is to minimize damage taken, not maximize it. I think I have to Offering then Whirlwind. Could really, really do with some healing though. Boy, would I love some healing. Time to die. Speed Potion is not healing. I will admit I'm tempted. I'm pretty damn tempted. That is a lot of strength. The problem is it's pulling us in another direction. You gotta... I really don't gotta. We already have solutions for a lot of our problems here. Yeah, Rupture Brutality is pretty incredible. But it's still... I still don't like it. Deck is already getting a bit bloated. Yeah, so every time I Brutality, the Rupture will give me +2 strength. Rampage likes strength. Not really. Rampage doesn't benefit more from strength than, say, a strike. Whirlwind likes strength. Just dump Rampage, rely on Whirlwind. Yeah, that's probably the better idea. Let's do Rupture. Don't often do this. This elite... With these potions, surely the elite dies, right? The elite is either Book of Stabbing or Gremlin Leader. Gremlin Leader is the better one, of course. Of course. Nice relic to help us out. Very nice relic to help us out. Because that means our turn 1 demon form makes something else free. Can I make something better than this free? Please? Possibly. Alright, free shrug is fine. The Rampage is here. Right, well, I don't want to be weakened, that's for sure. I don't want to take damage in general, that's for sure. Fairly well. Thanks, medkit. And the defend is useless, so I guess we just strike Gremlin Bleeder. Sure. Alright, Demon Form should make short work of this fight. You're resummoning already? Well... What if I just Apo Whirlwind? It's an idea. That Shockwave is also quite tempting. You see, the Shockwave with the Whirlwind will make this do plenty to kill you, and it'll do extra damage on you. But it means I don't get Apotheosis down, and I probably want Apotheosis down. It's kind of a shame. I want to do everything here, but everything isn't an option. I don't particularly want Brutality down. I'd rather not lose extra health this fight. We have Offering for the draw. I'll do it anyway. Hey, made Shockwave free. That's pretty amazing. Alright, well, thank you kindly. Badass. Did not expect it to hit the card that I wanted, but it does happen every now and then. Well, there's very little to worry about here, especially when I can just headbutt the Whirlwind. Headbutt the Whirlwind to just kill you with it next turn? Will the Whirlwind kill you anyway? I need you to be not here so I'm not weakened. I'm going to be pretty damn chunky for it. Could actually just get the Whirlwind right now. That's another option. Fare thee well. Yeah, winning is good. Winning and healing is perfect. Rupture, right down at the bottom, so of course we don't get to even dream about Rupture with the... Oh, hello! Well, remember when I complained about getting no real relic support the last time I ran Chad in Act 2? We've gotten amazing relic support this time. Rare, amazing relic, rare, amazing... Oh, wait, Mummy Hand is uncommon? I feel like it surprises me every time. Great relics is what I'm saying. Do I even want that Impervious? And what does Impervious do? It just slows me down. I'm being baited by the fact that it's upgraded, but everything's going to be upgraded except for powers. I know, people are thinking Heavy Blade with the Rupture and such. But we already have Whirlwind for strength payoff, kind of. Don't make me regret this game. Still looking for a good power like Feel No Pain. Remove all strikes and get bites? No. Weighs down the deck too much. Although I did say I wanted some healing, and those bite pluses are 3 healing each. Biting up to full strength, full HP is one way to heal, and it's a pretty good one. And the deck is relatively fast. We've got 2 Pommel Strikes, we've got Offering Plus, we've got Dark Embrace. I'm not usually willing to do this, but let's do it. Also, those were bite pluses because of my Molten Egg. And then, of course, we get offered healing, and then I feel like a fool. Or I get offered feed, and I feel like a brilliant. Shrug, huh? Well, I can just Apo, Shockwave, and, you know, Bite is still playing for me here. But what's in you? Of course. Tasty. It'll take a while for that incense burner to come into its own. Doesn't take long for... Wait, I'm barricaded. Well, that's handy. In that case, just, you know, play everything. Playing the wounds will give me hexes, or will give me dazed from the hexes. But I gotta say that that's gotta be worth it. How can I say no to all this blocking? Eh. You have Dark Embrace, though. Just play the dazes. Yeah, but I don't have Dark Embrace down. Hey, I've got Dark Embrace. Nice. Life is good. I got free biting. Biting is good. And we just play this, right? It's free. It's free. Yeah, I suppose it is free, right? Well, it won't be free when I have nothing but dazed, and we just cycle dazed. Then it'll be the opposite of free, so I might be clever... It might be clever to play my offering right now. Yeah, otherwise we could brick severely later on. Yeah, the bricking I can see happening. So let's not have it happen. Let's have the healing happen. And the killing. All these are good things. God, imagine Feel No Pain. Oh, also imagine killing. I'm imagining killing. Don't need to... Oh, it's not dead. Oh, well, we'll see about that. Get some turducken. Get the incense burner set up for turn 1 slavers. Yeah? No. But, no. 2 Pommel Strikes are plenty. What we need to do is thin the deck down. And I don't want any of the rest of this, do I? Sentinel Plus, you know, in your head you're playing... Burning Pact on Sentinel Plus and getting energy withdrawal, but it never happens. It could happen. But it never happens. Just, you know, it does block 8. Nah, it never happens. I'm getting baited by it. Energy plays really well in this deck. Any source of energy. Believe it'll happen. I'm adding way too many cards. Oh wait, no, crap. The event was a fight, so I just lost my incense burner setup. Fortunately, it was a fight where they're both attacking me, but unfortunately, it's also kind of a nothing fight. Ooh, maybe not a nothing fight. Offering doesn't hurt for 6 if you are impervious. Not impervious, the other thing, intangible. Let's get this nonsense out of my hand. And do it. Ooh, boy, the options. The options are plentiful. Do we just go with the damage? Damage is nice. But what about the rampage? I can't not think about the rampage. And do this. Sure. Burning Blood goes a long way to keeping me safe from approximately everything. Approximately everything. Oh, yeah, Feel No Pain would just be astronomical at this point. Okay, time for you both to die. Although I could still set up my incense burner. Maybe I should have thought of that. I would really like that incense burner ready for the inevitable slavers fight. Maybe I should do that. So I will eat you. And I'll try and farm the Mystic up to Incense Burner 5. You know, I'm not saying it's the Slavers next. I'm saying if it is the Slavers, I want my intangible on turn 1. And I can always just bite this stuff back. Bite me, dillweed. Oh, gotta be a little bit careful of that. She's gonna want to heal as often as she can, and I don't want her to die. Come on. Okay, I think she is healing. I'll get you next turn, Gadget. Almost guaranteed, right? Bite, bite, headbutt. Yeah, seems pretty there to me. Good. Alright, and now you die. Chomp and chomp. Incense burner set up. The gold is paltry. Battle trance. That's draw. Battle trance is indeed draw. I think I take that battle trance. I know, you're looking at limit break and you're thinking, you get the rupture, you get the brutality, you get some strength, you double it, you headbutt it, you double it again. But this answers a question that we've already got answered. We can already kill things. What I want to do is be fast enough to get everything in play, and I've bloated my deck a lot, especially with the addition of these bites. We were at 3 strikes, now we're at 5 bites. Tell me which is worse. And with only 56 max hit points, we don't have a big face to kind of just tank things with. So yeah, we take the draw. And we kill another elite. And it is the Slavers, and I am lamowing at their life, because they can do ne pois to me. I'll get the Dork Embrace down, I suppose. Ugh, made the defend free. Oh, whatever. We're going to need to go somewhere with this. Do I get rid of the headbutt to draw 2? Well, it draws 3. Could get rid of the brutality. I won't, though. That's fine, we'll just play hand. Back guy still needs to die first, of course. Well, it might not be obvious why that's of course. So the back slaver, he vulnerables you, which of course is bad with these other heavy hitters, and he entangles you, stops you from playing attacks. The thing is, on turn 1, these guys always just hit you. Well, I think that's the case. Yeah, maybe not. This guy only ever does one thing, though. Alright, let's keep at it. Where's my unceasing top? We don't fear the wounds very much. Hey, there's Rupture. Rupture plays. Where's my defending, though? There's my defending, thank you. Could it be free, please? Never wasn't. And I guess we just weaken Von them forever. Life is good. He's going to Von me now, though, which is a bit of a pain in my bum. Maybe I should have killed him. Well, not just maybe. Or maybe I don't even care. Yeah, feeling a lot like I don't even care. Beautiful. Oh, wow. The intensely powerful relics are adding up here. If all this does is block the 6 damage I take from the offering, it's still an amazing relic. It's essentially Burning Blood, at least. Tank Potion is a little tempting over Essence of Steel. More Rupture. Ooh, Trugrit Plus is very tempting. Alright, let's do it. Attack Potion over Essence of Steel. Of course. Can't rest, but we can upgrade. Since I'm interested in being fast, the obvious thing is to upgrade Burning Pact so that it draws faster. Yeah, the relics are good, the cards are good. It's just that I've kind of bloated, and the entire problem is this freaking Rampage. If this Rampage weren't here, deck would be amazing. It just weighs us down that much. See the bites, they heal us. Yeah, I want to get rid of them, but it's not a huge priority. But that Rampage is just an affront. But we needed to get through Act 1. It's like a perfected strike, except Peace Strike is better. Evolve is good. Rather not take this damage. Can you not give me damage, please? Possibly. Apo the Evolve. Evolve hit a defend, and defend stops me from taking damage here. Lovely jubbly. And I could bite you, but I could also just make you vulnerable forever. Vulnerable forever is good. Couldn't even make me frail, so I can still impervious this away. Like an absolute Chad. I think we do end up rupturing with the other thing. Ooh, free draw. I don't like free draw. Still don't want to take this damage though, so... It wouldn't have been a bad use for the buffer just to stop this 27, but the buffer could stop anything. Is there anything I want back here? I want to draw, of course. Of course. Battle Trance is a little iffy because Battle Trance together with Offering won't work out so well. The Pommel Strike Plus is maybe a bit more believable. Of course it uses my energy, but my goal is to get to the Offering. I'm McLovin' it. Still probably McLoving it. This is free, of course. Still loving it. The Shockwave stops him from doing damage, so maybe Shockwave is the right option here. Although thinning out my deck is always nice. This also draws, funnily enough. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to play here, but let's not worry about it. He's weakened and vulnerable forever. You can hear the slap of his pimp slapping going on there. So what do we think? Is it Brutality time? Just scale up our strength? I think it's Brutality time. Don't worry about the damage. And then the Offering can... Making any of these free isn't that relevant. Let's do the Offering first. Gets rid of our buffer, but that's fine, as we mentioned. And now we go Brutality combo with Rupture. It's almost a shame that I don't have other self-damaging cards. I'd like to exhaust that Sentinel. Where is my... The odds of me getting Burning Pact or True Grit on this draw isn't huge. Let's make some space. Battle Trance could get it for me. Let's believe in the Trance. Oh, let's just believe in the True Grit. Alright, thank you, Sentinel. Now I have lots of energy. Lots of energy is good. Having consulted. Battle Trance could get me Burning Pact, and I do really want to burn down my deck a fair bit. But what I should have actually done was headbutted True Grit. Then I can True Grit some of this nonsense away, especially Rampage. But you know what? Why don't we just do the absolute humiliation on the champ and Rampage him to death? Or at least claim that we're Rampaging him to death. Have a free shot, futile weakling. Oh, well, don't mind if I do. I'm just not feeling that free for you, friend. I don't need all these bites. Could level up the Rampage a bit, but I do like thinning down my deck, something fierce. Thinning down deck is good. No, he's getting his talent size up and he's coming in for the hits. How dare he? How dare I effortlessly block everything against Jam? Alright, we're going for the Rampage kill, I suppose. Which means we are not going for the biting. Well, the biting is still nice for health. Goodbye, bites. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Have to imagine that we're not looking for more defense. Feel no pain's a win con for sure. Well, in the longer fights maybe. In the shorter fights I feel like it might be more of a hindrance, but I still want it overall. Gotta be a little bit careful. If he chimps out before I'm ready for him, he could lend me some serious damage, and it will be real damage at that. So dealing 24 to him is not a brilliant idea. On the other hand, just blocking and laughing is a perfectly acceptable strategy. But see what I'm saying about Rampage? Like, we're getting quite a lot of strength here, and the strength affects everything, but this Rampage just, you know, 8 extra damage? It's a joke, and it's not a particularly good joke. It's actually a little dangerous to go like this. Yeah, the power through does so much, I think. What are we drawing here anyway? There's stuff I want to get rid of. But not the bash, because I need to keep him vulnerable in the future. If I really want to draw, I can just power through for my draw. Defend? No. Don't think it's... well, I mean, Whirlwind still does quite a lot, but I don't think it's your time to shine, Whirlwind. I'm trying to do my worst, champ. It's just I'm very strong and you're very weak. Please forgive me. Do I have another bite? Or is that it for bites? I want to keep that bite just in case I make some horrible mistake going forward here. Getting rid of my defense could be a poor choice as well. I think we have to kind of go pretty soon. Not playing Rampage. If I do, he chimps out, and that becomes very dangerous for me. Although, overall, just things are quite dangerous. What I want is my deck really, really lean so that we just keep on moving. I can get rid of Battle Trance at this point. And then Headbutt's not doing much for me either. And there's not much left of my deck now, and it's very easy to get through it. So I guess we can go now. Maybe go next turn. I'm a little low on everything. Ah, screw it. Screw it, I'm confident. Get the extra draw as well, which is lovely. He's going to get rid of Vulnerable if I give him Vulnerable, so... let's just keep smacking him. Got a Rampage after all. Gotta bite him after all. Yeah, I somehow don't think he's going to be able to combat me much. You've done it now! Face my wrath. Okay, I will do my utmost to face your 66 wrath. It might be difficult, folks. I'm not sure we can do this. I mean, I could block this for sure, but maybe we can do better than that. Because I'm on a Rampage, and I came to get down. Pathetic card. That would have been easier without Rampage. Such a crap card. Looking at Fiendfire, that is a huge damage card. Immense payoff, and it will destroy the Time Eater. Also gets rid of that crap in my deck. Sure. Deck is so bloated, though. Very takeable Busted Crown. The deck is just done, more or less. Feel no pain and we're there. And I can always buy that in the shops. On the other hand, it becomes a lot worse because I'm drowning in upgraded cards, and some cards are just good to get, like Offering. Slim down for your Rampage quicker now. Oh god, no. Second Brutality for Rupture? No, it just counts as one instance. It just means that instead of at the start of the turn, we won't lose 1 hit point, draw 1. We'll lose 2 hit points, draw 2, and the 2 hit points are a single instance. I don't particularly like Calling Bell or Slaver's Caller here. Curses obviously slow us down, and we don't have Blue Candle to play them. Energy always plays. Well, it almost always plays. We have good draw after all. The Slaver's Caller is energy with no downside. How afraid am I of hallway fights? Honestly, with the Fossilized Helix, not very. Choker. Caller, rather. Definitely not Choker. Alright, it is the Awakened one. He will punish me for playing powers. What if I don't care and just play my powers anyway? Well, we have options. Late Shop is rather nice. Quite like that overall. Rest Site's obviously not very good for us, because upgrades aren't worth much. We can't dig, and we can't rest. Do I do early shopping then? There's nothing saying I have to go to the shop at the end. Early shopping might be a good idea, actually. Especially when I'm on the lookout for a Feel No Pain. So we take that and then we decide our path. But it's probably elite shop. Yeah, especially when these bonfires aren't worth much to me. How about the far right? Nah, get to the early shop. This way is strictly better, has more options. Ah, well, just get your Feel No Pains. It's that easy. Feel No Pain at all. Bite for free. Embrace the Darkness. Sentinel for free, although doesn't accomplish anything at all. Well, these things are going to have to die, one way or another. Sure. This turn could be a little compromising, though. A little bit. Thank you, Power Through. You are always there for me. You know, the only thing that's always there for me. Feel No Pain at all is here. So True Grit actually blocks a Quintillion. And I get rid of this awful freaking card. He doesn't like that card. This card blocks a similarly enormous amount, which in retrospect I should have played before the Dork Embrace. Wasn't thinking clearly. Whatever. I feel like Awakened 1 is the weakest of the Act 3 bosses. Really? Donu Deka very rarely give me any trouble. It's not to say they never give me trouble, but I'm struggling to think of when they do. Don't need to heal. Contemplating just blitzing one of these guys. And I'm no longer contemplating it. Die. I wonder what I play now. It's a freaking game, man. Just share the wealth, I suppose. I could just Apo. What's coming anyway? Actually, Offering is free. Because you're not going to hurt me, and I'm not going to hurt me either. Let's do it. Beautiful. Although it also doesn't do damage, which is less beautiful. That also doesn't do damage. Oh well. Huh. There we go. Hello everyone, time to die. What is 4 times 8? It's 36 probably. No, isn't it 32? 8 and 16, 62 is 32. That's not enough to kill you. What a disaster. But it's not like you can really hurt me anyway. Yeah, I need to do 35 to take you out. The bashing won't be enough either. Wait, he's vulnerable. Bye. Didn't set up my incense burner, I did quite the opposite. Seeing red for energy. It does also exhaust, which is quite nice. And my draw game is alright. I'm strongly contemplating that. Sure, it's free. With Dark Embrace down, it just draws. Although bottling my Dark Embrace is suddenly something I would really like to do. Transform 2 cards. How much do I hate that Rampage entirely? Even those defends could stand to go. Don't know what they'd become, though. Could be anything. I'm about to go to a shop, though, so my money is worth quite a bit to me. I'd really like to just... Could even be a rampage. Oh, God, no. I don't think I should spend this money. To the point where I think I should just lose the hit points and go to the shop. Yeah, hopefully I don't regret this. Don't regret this. Not at all. Bag of Preparation is amazing. Could have afforded it with the Transform 2, though, but the real regret is that I can't get it with a card remove. Strength payoff? I'm not I'm not concerned about strength payoff. I'm concerned about just blitzing through my deck as fast as possible. Bag of Preparation helps immensely with that. How about Dual Wield? Dual Wield Dark Embrace to become incredibly fast? Dual Wield... I wish it worked on skills, that'd be cool. Dual Wield and Pommel Strike has worked for me in the past. Dual Wield Rupture for immense strength. Chemex for the Whirlwind? No, Chemex is good, but it's not Bag of Preparation good. Dual Wield for Rampage. Rampage is only per card. It doesn't do what Claw does, which is upgrade all cards. Yeah, Rampage is so bad, it's like Claw, but worse. That's how bad Rampage is. Yeah, there's nothing else I do here unless I buy that Dual Wield. Does Dual Wield prevent me from removing Rampage at that shop? Nah, because I'm going to be fighting 3 elites, so of course we're going to get the dosh for it. Maybe I shouldn't take that Dual Wield, right? If we really need something good, it'll show up. Believe. Ah, Evolve. Ah, never taking damage. All good things. Endless amounts of good things. Don't even need to play that Impervious. We've got Power Through. Kind of. What's in the Pommel Strike? Never any problems, right? Hello, Rupture. No. Oh, hang on. Usable Whirlwind. No, I thought I was intangible. Intangibility is a way to solve these buggers. Tempted to just offering, but let's not rush things. I do want to rush killing you, though. Thank you, Rampage. Your contributions have been noted. Yeah. Every card is worse than Claw. What about... Ah, crumbs, I can't remember any of it. That card you really hate for no good reason. Well, this is rather nice, because I can defend and bite. And then I can defend and not bite, unless I Brutality, which I shouldn't, because then I lose my buffer for no good reason. Genetic Algorithm? Was that the one? Probably. The one that increases block each time. This is quite bad. They're spiked enough for defend not to get me everything I need here. I said I had a spiker solution here. Was I just talking rubbish? Ah, wait, no. The Hourglass is a spiker solution, of course. Just get that out of the way, and then still don't play any attacks unless I really don't care about my buffer. These things can be quite awkward for the Ironclad. Can be, they don't have to be. I don't feel like being awkward. Well, the Impervious is here to help me out with that. Thank you, no draw. But yeah, Impervious should allow me to just go thwack and crunch. And then feel a little bit sad, unless I really want to do offering. I guess I do. Oh wait, no, I'm foolish. Foolish. Oh well. Forgot I had no draw there. You can tell I'm not really playing with a full head today. Hopefully you can tell that. I'm gonna chomp away at you instead. What about the potential rampage? There we go. Life is fine. Yeah, no, I can tell I'm playing pretty poorly today. Not worried about it, though. I come out of here with full health, and Incense Burner almost something we could call setup. And away you go with Incense on 3. Alright, a potion that I don't care about, and the Evolve. Do I care in the slightest about Evolve when I already have Dark Embrace and Medical Kit? Evolve does slow you down, as most cards do. Of course, it has the Mummy Hand thing, but I'm caring more about draw than anything else. On the other hand, if I let my wounds go and I do Evolve Plus, they actually become draw for me, which is good. Believe in the Evolve. Ah, the Maw. Wonder how we'll deal with the Maw. Maybe with a Freeman form plus. Say no to rampages. Nobody likes you, Rampage. I guess I don't like these other cards either. No, Bing Bong's not the new sub-icon. Bing Bong got, he got famous. I have no Dark Embrace down. It's a little bit sad. So these don't really do much. Or do they? Come back to me, wounds. Those wounds now draw. Like, they draw for 3, actually. Technically. How does Jake do it, the Dr. Freeman form? I don't know if you're seriously asking, but Enchilada here gives us a free power at the start of each combat. And it was Freeman form. And I used Apotheosis to make it into Demon form plus. Which is very good. Draw for me. Draw for me. Draw for me. Draw even more for me. In a bit. These would draw more for me if they could, but they can't. I'm not scared of this. Jesus, this is getting insane. Burning Pact draws a quintillion, but I don't block yet enough, so let's do it this way. Energy and draw. Yeah, good thing I didn't take Choker. By the way, how do I deal damage? Don't tell me I'm going to be coming back and crying about my beloved Rampage, claiming that I needed it all along. Should be doing more setup on my Incense Burner. It is actually quite important. Especially with this coming up. In fact, I want Incense Burner on 4, because if it's Repto, I want that block on turn 2. And turn 4 should be easy to do. As long as we can block this 40 damage. And, I mean, how could we not? How could we not? Farewell. So this will be on 5 on turn 1 with Repto, and then give me the intangible on the important turn. Don't want any of this. Power through and evolve are the front-running options here. Probably power through first for big chunky block. Repto? No, it's Giant dead. It's also Inflame. I won't hold out for Inflame Plus. 0, 1, and 1. Okay. You do it in this order because your attacks do more damage if you play them later against Giant dead. Can't believe you still haven't upgraded Rampage. The upgrade I want to give Rampage is a remove, and I've eyed that up a couple of times so far. And I'm still eyeing it up more. Ooh, Dark Embrace. Ooh, Seeing Red. Ooh, draw. Ooh, lots of draw and energy. This is actually a good fight for brutality, just in case. On the other hand, I still have my buffer. So maybe it's not a good time for that. It's such a shame that I'm weakened. This thing could do incredible damage. There's a brutality rupture if I want to do that. If I'm not going to do that, am I scared of this guy in any real way? I'm having a hard time being scared of him. Let's just lay into him. Yeah, having a very hard time being afraid of this guy. Where the heck's Apotheosis? I have a few ways to get it. Let's try this way. I can Battle Trance into it. Battle Trance will draw me 3 cards, and there are 3 cards here. Battle Trance, Apotheosis, move. And now Rampage can show us its true form, being simply unstoppable. Stupid move, but I wanted to do it. It's okay, it's a testament to the strength of my deck that I can do stupid things like that. Let's just kill you, alright? Don't want to be here all day dealing with the giant dead. That said... It never stops. 70 damage on the Rampage. Yeah, tick freaking talk, giant dead. Is it tick freaking talk for giant dead? Looks pretty tick freaking talk for giant dead. Chomp, 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 and you're gone. Omamori, you know what that means? 999 gold is on. But you know what the ordering here means? 999 gold is off. You can only get it the first half of the act. Regen is health for a deck that kind of lacks healing, but I think these potions prevent me from needing that in the first place. Strength. Do I need strength? I'm actually starting to realize that I struggle to scale my damage. I'll do it. But I am definitely bulking up my deck far too much. And now I can upgrade the Evolve of my Dreams. No, we're not upgrading Rampage. It's a little bit tempting, though. I can't have this, and that's fine. Still on the hunt for Feel No Pain, by the way, so we definitely want to go to this shop. It's Tangela. It's also Dr. Freeman form, but it could be Dr. Freeman form plus if I'm willing to play my cards right here. Am I? I might be. I don't need all these bites. Okay, I don't think we're seeing Apotheosis here. But we could. I could power through to block all of the damage and then Battle Trance and see if we can get Apotheosis. Apotheosis? Could make additional space in hand. Okay. Not Apotheosis, and I have no draw anymore. However, we're not done yet. We're never truly done. Yeah, with no draw I can't do fancy Dark Embrace things, but I can still do Dark Embrace. And I could actually start biting away at this fellow. I don't think I should, right? 16 plus blocking is actually a really nice thing for you to do. On the other hand, I could headbutt my power through, and power through is incredibly good. And even if you curse me, which you don't, although you will do vulnerability 2 on me. I could get my beloved Rampage working up here. Okay, go on, believe in the... Oh, not having that. That is bang out of order what you were trying to do there. He's trying to curse me. Alright, and there's power through doing power through things for me. 24 and blocking? Really? Ah, no, it's just attack defend, but I'm vulnerable, of course. Nary a problem. Don't want to draw in case I hit Apotheosis. I wouldn't have. He's going for the big hit now, though. That's unacceptable. Is it that level of unacceptable? This is exactly what we'll draw, and I like it. You're not dead, are you? Are you dead? 20 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 180. Incense burner is not set up. Never worried. It won't be Repto, though. 50% chance of it being Repto, but it won't be Repto. I don't think I want any of this. Looking at that metallicized, and I'm just thinking, no, it slows me down. Even though it makes a card free with Mummy Hand, I don't think it's worth it. It's Feel No Pain that I'm missing. Feel No Pain is almost GG, but Feel No Pain with Barricade or Calipers, that's the real GG. It was Repto. Uh-oh. Okay, hey, Metallicize is here. Right, I do actually need to think about this, especially since Impervious is here on turn 1, and in fact not a lot of good things are here on turn 1. I need to make some space in my hand, and then we need to Offering our way through. Offering already draws me full hand, so I guess that's okay for now. We get rid of our buffer, but that's okay. If times are truly desperate, I have potions here. You're not quite dead, if only. The only draw I now have is Shrug It Off, which is unfortunate. I could play Brutality Rupture right now, which I will. We shrug into not draw. If I do 8 damage to this dagger, it's dead next turn. That's about the only damage that I can do, which is also a bit unfortunate. Do I Fiend Fire to kill this dagger to make my second turn better? Again, I have no real draw here. I could also use the draw as Swift Potion, and I actually think it's a great time for it. Okay, that is pretty good. I can gain some much needed strength. And then I can Shockwave to keep you weakened. And you with Vulnerability will be very easy to kill next turn. If I need more energy, I can trigger the Sentinel as well. Am I going to want that? What would I use the energy for? I could still Fiend Fire something out into Oblivion. Because I can do this. No, I cannot. Because I can't count. Okay, I was contemplating the Fiend Fire onto Repto there. Evidently not happening. Let's just not have these show up in the future. Alright, have at. And away you go! And in comes still a quite terrifying proposition. Hey, Rampage is here to save me. But let's not be saved by Rampage. Ah, the Whirlwind. Whirlwind is pretty good. Knocks those daggers out pretty damn well. Also got 6 strength for some reason. Does knock those daggers out, but what if we had more options? Do I like these options? Don't want to take all that damage, but I think the right thing is to just Whirlwind, accept the 24 damage. Nah, not 24 damage. Don't be daft. Nothing here exhausts, which is why these things aren't helping me out too much. But the Whirlwind only needs to hit for 2, and we're fine, so I can play these. Especially if they make something good free, like those bites. And then I can deal extra Repto damage. Delectable. Could have actually hit these 2, and then I could defend and do my Whirlwinding and be fine. Eh, whatever. It was actually still an option to, you know, bite and bite. Oh, whatever. Away you go, friends. Go and hurt me as best you can. I'll try and bite up this fight. Because, yeah, I don't have a lot of max hit points, which is why taking hits like that are not desirable. Also, I'm getting a lot of strength, which is a further concern. Got any more of those? Got a bite up. Shouldn't be too hard to kill her if it comes down to it, but hopefully she spends her time resummoning. And I can spend my time eating. And eating. Almost there. I would like another round of eating you. I only have one bite there. Biting you now will kill you. Is that bad? That gives me 3 hit points. It's actually 9 hit points. I'll be too shy of perfect. I'd be more imperfect if I waited a turn. Right, the Omlette build is complete. The Molten, the Toxic, and the Frozen Egg. All card offers are upgraded. If I didn't have Shockwave, that uppercut would look really nice. Drop Kick. The last minute Drop Kick Infinite? I've just got so many ways to win, but none of them quite finish the loop. And it's all because I don't have Feel No Pain or Sundial. Dropkick on its own isn't infinite enough. Apotheosis, the egg magnet. Yeah, that feels kind of bad, but what can you do? It feels bad because I got too many good things. Infinite is a crutch. I think it slows me down too much. Still eyeing up that uppercut, though, but no. Still concerned about my damage, though. Like, where does the damage come from? Ultimately. A little concerning. Need to hit up that shop. Hello, Spire Growth. Fire breathing? Well, I guess you're free, right? I would like more options than this. Considerably more. I need to make deck space, though. Or hand space, rather. That'll do. That'll do a lot. Order. It was already upgraded, Jake. Order. Order just meaning that I played that in the wrong order. Spot weakness misses here, which is tragic. I'm eyeing up that Fiend Fire. What if it was free fire? No, what became free? The Bash. The Bash is quite nice. Because then I can smack you, and we draw, and then we keep smacking you. And if I just kill this guy immediately, what could possibly go wrong? Oh, Rampage. It's so trash. We need a better name for Rampage to really let us understand how trash a card it is. But it does damage in a hand that's currently struggling on the damage front. Let's draw 2. Actually, I don't like the draw that's coming, but I could also weaken you. Wait, are you just dead next turn with Bite? If I Rampage and Bite right now, I do 12 and 12, which is 24. And the final Bite puts you into the ground. Okay, sure. Life is good. Rampage is amazing. Okay, we had 100 different ways to kill you anyway. Goodbye. Dual-wielding dupe potions. Last time I did that, I won. Okay, it's all been coming down to this. The question of what is our damage solution? Could it finally be Clash? Probably not, but let's actually entertain the thought. I have a lot of skills, and I don't have good ways of getting rid of them, like Corruption. So thinning the deck down is already... You know, if Clash is a solution, then so is Rampage. And Rampage isn't currently much of a solution, so it's never really Clash. It's not Bludgeon, and as nice as Flame Barrier is in your head, I don't think it's the answer here. Although, is that true? I mean, it is pre-upgraded. And if we haven't found Feel No Pain, I'm going to need some big chunky block card. I'm going to give you a chance. Giant dead. Where's Nemesis? Is he taking a vacation? Okay then. Where's my draw? Where's my car? Oh well. It's not exactly no damage. Yeah, Flame Barrier is indeed a better solution than Clash, especially for heart damage. Make the Fiend Fire free? No, but this is good enough. Help me. Oh, we have no draw, so actually slow down there. I'll do this since I've already busted my buffer. Not too worried about a little bit of damage on myself. I am contemplating this attack. 14, 14, 21. Playing this has no real benefit. Yeah, just deal the damage. Endure the no draw. Although maybe those are cards that I didn't want to get rid of. Maybe I should have considered that. I do like hurting myself and enjoying the added 4 strength, though. That's a pretty big boon. And now I can enjoy things like this. Things like, but not necessarily this. Oh, Rampage, go! In a moment. The moment is done. Goodbye, Sentinel. Hello, biting back that health I just lost. Any skills I want to play? Not really. Anything I want to draw into? He's not attacking, so spot weakness misses. How about Rampage? Okay, give Rampage its fair dues. You're going down, Sunshine. None can stop my Rampage. Panties! Oh, healing. Well, if I get messed up by the Awakened one, then healing is on the menu. This is trash. Yep. Last chance to get Feel No Pain before the boss gauntlet, and I really want Feel No Pain. The shop always has one of your character's powers, so the odds aren't great. I was hoping we could have that moment, but it's not that. Well, every card is upgraded. No doubt about that. That's a damage solution for a single fight, but I like my dual dupe pots. Can we finally remove Rampage? I really don't want that card in my deck anymore. But I hate to admit it, it could actually turn out to be our damage solution, because we haven't really found the scaling that we're looking for. We found scaling, but, you know, not the scaling I'm looking for. God, I never thought about this, but you know what double tap does? It plays Rampage twice. I can thin my deck down and just Rampage, Rampage, Rampage. There's Artifact, which is quite nice, although I could save my money for Act 4. I think the real thing to do here is remove a bite. I've got too many bites. They weigh me down quite nastily. There's no way it's Combust, not with the Awaken one coming up. Alright, too many bites. One of them has to go. Bite pluses, I'll have you know. And then, you know, if there's a real bust on the final act, the final shop, we could at least remove another card. Otherwise, we hope for Feel No Pain. Alright, let's go. Well, we've come this far. Alright, Rampage, show us how brilliant you are in A20. Why would I buy Combust? You people are fools. Look, we can rupture Combust immediately. I mean, the Awakened one is going to be mad as a hatter. But what if we're just so strong we don't care about how mad he is? There is also the idea that that's completely stupid and we shouldn't do it. Because it is really, really stupid. The health loss is mitigated by the Pantograph, but he could just one-shot us on such low max health. He's mad, he's curious. He is very curious. Just thinking about it, I mean, I buff him up by 4 strength already just by doing that. I myself would gain... I just don't think Combust is the answer. The 5 AoE damage is negligible. It's really just for the 2 extra strength each turn, which itself isn't very important. The Rupture on its own could well be worth it, because Rupture immediately gives me Offering. Wait, no, the Offering won't hurt me because of my buffer. Could I just Whirlwind these suckers to death? Is that feasible? We're looking at 48, so I would need at least 6 energy on the Whirlwind. Of course, well, actually 6 is fine, because the other ones I'm sure will die easily enough. We should see what's in the Shrug first, right? Ah. Well now. That got a lot better. Buffering his hit right here is actually a pretty good use for the buffer, because my block game is not very good here. It allows me to set up other things I can still Offering later. And it doesn't really stop me doing the Rupture play here. On the other hand, it does speed us up quite a bit already, doesn't it? I do like being sped up. Could Offering into, say, Shockwave Plus, which would be pretty huge right now. Dupe the Rupture even. Oh, no, I'm not playing the game like that. Ah, well, that helps as well. Apotheosis. Power Through gives me all the block I need, and I can just murder with Whirlwind. I would actually like to headbutt the Power Through. I don't want to see these later on. Headbutt the Power Through so that I have the block for next turn. The Whirlwind is going to be dealing 24, which is actually not nearly as much as I'd like it to. But I think having the block next turn is a pretty big deal. Not bad. And no, it's not Combust. Makes him too angry. Is that true? It's pretty true. Unfortunately, it's going to clog my deck for this fight, though. Okay, he's going for the triple hit on the 3rd turn, as you usually expect him to. Well, the bite just kills one of these guys, but what's in the battle trance? Fiendfire. That Dark Embrace probably has to be played, though. Yeah, it's just too good not to. Shame about the no draw. But it's not a shame about the block that it gives me. Right, you're just going away. Caca yourself. I'm going to keep that impervious right now, because my block isn't nothing. In fact, my block is more or less full block. Sure. Alternatively, we play this, we take 2, and I get my bite done. I'll take my 2. Now he goes for the triple attack, quadruple attack rather, and then I start to worry, but I'm very grateful I put Dark Embrace down. Help me. Uh-oh. Well, that's some wasted energy. And I'm not sure I want to play this Evolve and just take more damage right now, so I think we just cry a little bit and be ever so grateful that we've got the Pantograph. Ow. Alright, well, there's Shockwave at least. How do I scale in this fight? Don't say Rampage. Oh, it's Rampage, isn't it? Funny, very funny. He's still quite curious, and I don't have a good way to power him down. And actually, my draw game isn't very sufficient here. I don't get rid of Bash, do I? I'm quite liking the idea of healing this turn. If you don't power in his strength, bites may just keep you in the game. Yeah, that's why I kind of wanted the bites here. Power through keeps me in the game pretty damn well as well. Spot weakness helps out a lot too. Just wish I had feel no pain for these. Let's keep ourselves in the game then, right? Need to get rid of this nonsense. Shouldn't get rid of all of them though, right? Some of them are going to want after he transforms, and he'll have to transform eventually. Battle trance to bring back the the power through? It's a thought, but I like healing right now. Battle trance will still... it'll shuffle out this stuff, which could be good or bad. It's just that's not very good next turn, is it? That's fine. Awkward fight with the Awakened one as the Chad. What unthinkable thing. That Whirlwind doesn't do much for me overall, I think. Frankly, the Evolve doesn't. Except his Voids will draw for me if I get Evolve plus down. Yeah, that Whirlwind doesn't do no damage, though. Just don't want it. Bites I want. Don't worry about the damage. Pantograph is going to heal 25 at the end of this anyway. It's all about staying in this particular fight. No headbutt, you say? Bites keeping me in the fights. Pummel will get me exactly that, but no energy to play the Burning Pact, so we don't do it. There's his big attack. The weakness and the vuln have run away from me. That's not the only thing running away at this rate. I mean, honestly, this rampage is not the solution, but even so. Even so. The pain. This kind of stuff is painful as well. Yeah, power through coming at the not correct moments for me. Still draw 2 though, if nothing else. Gonna want that Impervious next turn? Possibly. It's gonna be a lot easier to deal with after the transformation, at least. I'm thinking about it. But I think I'd be better off saving it for now. That Rupture is never getting played. Not with where we are right now. Still want to save that Impervious. How about we just block this for now? And Battle Trance, no thank you. Am I sure about that? Wasn't unthinkable to brick this draw and die, right? Could have happened. Didn't really want to die, frankly. Rampage, I'm so glad you're here. Let's draw a bit. Rampage, I'm still so glad you're here. But I do think that it's better for me to spot his weakness than Rampage right there. God, I love Power Through. So incredibly powerful. Alright, is it transform a clock, or do I want to do that next turn? Next turn I've got a better chance of having my Evolve ready to play as soon as I transform him. And I'm already blocking him right now, more or less. Especially if I get rid of that Defend. Do I even want to? There is the idea that a Battle Trance, I might get rid of the Sentinel, kill him now, and then get the Evolve down. Let's see what's in this. Let's take a bigger chance. Foolish, foolish. Yeah, that didn't work out. I didn't get the Evolve, but I can definitely transform him and get my Evolve down, and possibly even spot weakness on him next turn. So sorry, Rampage. He keeps trying to convince himself Rampage is not the solution, when it's quite clearly the solution. Wait, what is this? It's Spot Weakness, Pommel Strike. He gets mad, I play Evolve, and then I regret not being able to bite into his juicy tenderloins. Alright, come on, Awakened One. I'm ready for you now. Whoa. I just felt something in my pocket. It's 40,000 forint. Whew. Just remember that for later. Right, Well, I'm pretty damn strong, but so's he. Let's see what we can do. Is it Rampage? Oh, stop thinking it's Rampage. It's getting my Impervious back. It's getting my Impervious back. Ah, Power Through is like Impervious. In many ways it's better. These won't draw. Actually, I have Evolve. I shouldn't burn them like that. That's good enough. Paying himself for the win. Yeah, not quite. Oh, right, there's the Impervious, which I don't need now. And I don't even need to eat him, is the fun part. It's not really Fiend Fire's battle anymore. I've got too many other ways to kill him, like Rampage. Rampage is probably the solution. The Void isn't a big deal even if it draws, although still don't want to get hit like that. Badass. Ah, thank you, Void. The Void that just won't stop drawing. Into more Rampage, you say? You also draw. He's really not feeling well with all these Rampages, is he? Do I just kill him next turn? Yeah, more or less. Question, what do you want Incense Burner on? Turn 1 or 2 is fine for both of the guys. It's very unpredictable when you need it or want it for the big dude. Maybe turn 1 then. Just easier for the setup, especially with Bag of Preparation. So I want this on 5, which means I just need to hold out now. Healing 3 is better than blocking 2. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. Finally, Impervious is time to shine. Just make sure he's down in the easy to kill zone right now. Which means we don't do that, no matter how tempting it is. We're at 4, so we kill him next turn. Do we have guaranteed kill next turn? No, so I better draw right now. Unfortunately, that's too much. And also, unfortunately, he's doing a butt ton of damage to me. Fortunately, we have a 1 energy block 2 trillion card, which is really unethical. Right now, he's absolutely smoked. Alright, it's time for you to die, Awakened chump. With the Rampage! Beautiful. Yeah, but with this much strength, the Rampage is hitting pretty much like any other attack. And did we set up correctly? Absolutely not. It is the Time Eater, and he just does this random thing on turn 1, which of course is not attacking me. It's Ripple. He blocks 20, he makes me a little bit of everything, except not vulnerable. Sorry, not frail because of my turnip. So what do we do? Well, Dark Embrace is here, which is amazing. And I don't think I should hesitate on the Rupturing for this one. Maybe I should. We definitely don't hesitate on the Dark Embrace, though. Now, if you just play 12 cards a turn, things can't really go wrong, can they? Especially when one of them's Rampage. Probably want to keep my buffer, because odds are he's going to hit me with Head Slam next turn. Yeah, odds are. I mean, he could. It's like 35. Reverb is also quite bad. But if he Head Slams me, I would like to block it with a buffer. So to that effect, do we just wait? There's more setup I'd like to do, though. Like with double Dark Embrace. like this. Ugh, spot weakness doesn't play. I guess we just play 3 cards then. Bite, defend, flame barrier. Regrettable. Please don't multi-hit. Ah, he multi-hits. Oh god, what's this? It's pretty bad is what it is. Well, I'm going to need that draw, because this guy knows how to play the game. Don't even think I need or want to play these bites, but we'll maintain as vulnerable. I mean, what does that do? 1 damage? No, thank you. At least we got double Dark Embrace, which is pretty big. It means it's very, very fast to work my way down the deck. Do I even have unupgraded cards? Just looking at Apotheosis, wondering what possible use it is. But he goes to the big hit now. Get my Evolve down. Apo's going to draw a couple. Still no Feel No Pain is hurting me a lot. I really hope we find Feel No Pain. Strongly contemplating the Fiend Fire here. Very strongly contemplating the Fiend Fire. I get a lot of good stuff gone. But I'm not weakened is the thing. Maybe hold on to Fiend Fire because I just need to strengthen up with my Rupture. And I will do that every turn, thanks to Brutality. So as long as I just block this guy, we should be in it to win it. And, you know, this card blocks a lot. And with Evolve down, I don't even mind the wounds being redrawn, because it's more draw than it's not. So let's just wait it out and kill him. I probably should have headbutt the power through. Yeah, probably. The Rampage! Tempting, but if I play Rampage, I only get 2 cards next turn. I'd rather have 3. Can't rest next act, by the way, so every hit point I lose is real. Gotta block. Gotta block fast. Let's kind of block. That's a lot of block. Even so, let's just make do with this. He's going to gain 2 strength, right? So he's going to deal 6 additional. I block 5, so it might be a good idea to get some strength. Prepare myself for the future. Take 1 for that. Now, as long as he's still vulnerable, we're looking like we could absolutely brutalize this guy with a big chunky Fiend Fire. Could also bite my way up. Biting up to full health is not a bad idea against Time Slug. But killing him is also a good idea, so what's the better idea? One is less risky short, the other long term. What's coming? The slime is there for tons of draw, so I think I could just kill him right now. Well, not kill him, but bring me close enough to killing him that he's going to die. Just kill him. This is going to draw a lot and hurt a lot. The offshoot there is that I do need to kill him now. But the other offshoot is how hard could that be? We have extra draw. With all this strength, just bash. Oh, we have the offering as well. Yeah, I'm quite confident he's going to die. Do we play the Rampage just to be safe? Or do we play the bites because we love health? I have to do 30 damage next turn. He will be vulnerable, so the bash will probably do it. The bash will definitely do it. Okay, nothing to worry about then. Just keep eating. Eating is good. Oh, right. We need to do 50 damage. Not difficult, right? Not with the offering being blocked by Intangible. That's kind of funny. Also, power through draws without having to hurt myself. Even for one. Little risky, but whatever. I can live with risk. I can even headbutt a... Whoops, I thought the bites were there. Well, I thought wrong. Further question, do I want to set up this for Spear and Shield? The answer is yes, but I've obviously failed to do that, so just get out of here, Time Slug. Played that poorly. Definitely played that poorly. But we're onwards to the final act. Dealing a very large amount of damage to the heart. Why is it so large? Oh no, the chat was reset. Was that today? That was yesterday. Had a miserable run with the Chad. Keeled over and died in Act 2 after finding nothing. Alright, we're only 4 HP short. A few bites will take care of that. I don't think I want to make Brutality an 8. Honestly, none of these upgrades really appeal. The Bash for extra vulnerability or the Shrug for the block? Probably the Shrug. Can I finally get rid of Rampage, please? Ah, that's not Feel No Pain. Oh, crumbs, there's the Abacus. That would potentially be quite useful. Same with the Bag of Marbles. Oh, maybe not now. I think after everything we've been through, we've got to carry that Rampage right towards the end, much as I'd like to get rid of it. Discovery could have Feel No Pain. It could, but the odds are very low. Hate to say it, but I am eyeing up Rupture 2.0. That's too slow compared to just hitting the enemy with spot weakness. Not to mention the Rampage scaling is already there. A second Battle Trance isn't too bad. I still feel like my draw game could be better. Although 2 Battle Trances with Offering starts getting pretty awkward pretty fast. I think the better idea is just lose a bite. Yeah, the bites are slow. And I want to be fast. The Rampage is slow and useless. Rampage is so bad, but let's just carry it around. If we die because of Rampage, we die because of Rampage. I will live with that. Alright, let's move. Ah, Dr. Freeman form. Hold for a minute. Hold for another minute. Okay, I was hoping I could find you-know-what, but I didn't. Oh, free spot weakness? Don't mind if I do. I'll just play hand is a pretty cool way to use a turn. We're not even going to take damage. We have Evolve down. Evolve plus, no less, so we're not worried about the burns. The burns actually help us with draw now, funnily enough. Now, here's an interesting question. Do we deal the extra damage to you, or do we level up Rampage? Leveling up Rampage, you say? I didn't play this anyway. Bloop. Good job, Omori, by the way. Where were all the curses hiding? Ah, Apotheosis for burn pluses. Good thing we got Dark Embrace down, and it's a damn good thing Power Through is a card. Because it's just like the best card ever. The bites still heal, even when you bite through block. Just blocking all of this could prove difficult. Let's... I'm going to need energy for this turn, of that I'm certain. Let's just get Seeing Red out of the hand already. Burning Pact is good for the drawing. Got a lot of good draw options here. I think headbutting the Power Through is a pretty good idea, because I can just immediately get tons of blocking. Yeah, let's do it like that. Headbutt, Power Through, Gib, Power Through, make hand space. Yeah, I don't need to, right? Because this is just going to keep drawing for me. Defend, something. Battle Trances, yeah. Defend. Shockwave. It's a shame they're all already artifacted. Sentinel's quite good. I need that energy. Do I just Shockwave away all of this weaken Vuln? Seems like a waste of 2 energy, although Sentinel will give me 3. Hand space is desired right now. And block is good. Could you pot the Shockwave? I certainly could pot the Shockwave, but I'm trying to hold on to these for the heart. This fight should be relatively under control, especially since we're in a good state without having even played Offering yet. Our buffer is even still intact. That's how good we're doing. Do need a little bit more block, though, even with this defend. Do I have more block coming? I got True Grit. Gotta remember the Burning Pact actually costs energy to play. Maybe we just do this already, then. My glands are full. You're not dead, are you? That's 16 times 9, which is not quite enough, although it will draw a quintillion. Draws a pretty hefty amount. You know, just fiend firing this guy to almost death right now. Does almost 160 damage. Almost. And then we draw into, if nothing else, Flame Barrier to probably kill him. That's got to be good, right? No more bites if you do. We already have healing. And I still have my buffer. I think dropping the bites is a worthy compromise. Could bite once, cheekily. Could even pummel strike once, but I'd rather just obliterate the spear. Could obliterate this, but let's obliterate the spear. Pretty good damage. Oh, the Rampage fulfills its destiny. 4 times with 6. I could just kill you with Flame Barrier, but the Rampage can fulfill its destiny. Yeah, go on then, Rampage. You claim another. You're a real heartbreaker. Well, it shouldn't be too hard to kill the spear on its own, or the shield rather on its own. And if I can preserve the Offering to preserve my buffer, that's good because he doesn't multi-hit either. And you know what? That Rampage can really come and get what's for. Not playing Brutality. Don't want to hurt myself here. Want everything for the heart. And I want this Incense Burner on 3 or 4. So if I can kill him next turn, I'm happy. Is killing him next turn even a possibility? I feel like no. But what if the Rampage is just so strong that it can't be stopped? It's possible, right? What if it's just so strong? No need to take damage if I can avoid it. Alright, come on, Rampage. Oh, right, no, it gives itself 99 block. Right, we're going to have to do the Ring of Rosies with this guy, unfortunately. Fortunately, though, I'm still gaining strength. Could we really not Rampage our way to victory here? Probably not. But, you know, I full block this with you. Can still level up that Rampage. We have power through for block next turn. So we're fine. Gotta be a bit careful here, right? Cannot kill this guy on Incense Burner 5 or 6. It's gotta be 3 or 4. That way you block either the first or the second hit from the heart, which is mega important. Uh-oh, power through. This was not part of the agreement, power through. Here's my agreement then. Power through, keep the wounds, headbutt, power through. Because the wounds are there for draw. Does Brutality trigger self-forming clay? Yes, but currently Brutality would affect my buffer, and I'm keeping my buffer for just in case things don't line up with this dude. Oh, I didn't need the power through because of this. Well, you know what that means. We power through, and then we headbutt power through. And I keep the wounds because I'm a badass. The Rampage is too powerful. Saying a lot of things I've never said before in this game. The unfeasible power. My god, power through. I guess we have draw next turn, so we should be able to block whatever comes our way. It's not really Bash's time to shine in any capacity. Uh-oh. I might have wanted those, but it does allow power through to play better. And the wounds help me draw as well, so actually this is fine. Okay, so next turn or the turn after, either is fine. And, you know, with this much strength, how hard could it be to kill this guy? Rampage is still too strong. Well, not quite, not quite. This dude's got 71 health. The 68 this does would ensure that it dies immediately next turn, but I'd rather we give it one more turn before obliterating him. We'll see what he does next turn. We will see. Let's keep him nice and weak, though. In the dead zone. I'd rather have the instance burner on 4 than 3, but he's going for blocking 99 on himself. So we just kill him now. Alright, thanks for all the fun, but time for you to go. Not even with the rampage. Although Smoothstone could actually play in the heart fight. Could any of these play? Exhume can play. Oh, yes. We could Exhume Apotheosis and upgrade our cards twice. But more realistically, we Exhume Offering for an even faster churn through our deck. We could Exhume Impervious in a moment of desperation, or Fiendfire to finish off the fight, or Seeing Red for very desperate energy. Yeah, there's some good targets for Exhume, especially since it's free. Don't think it's weakness, and I don't think it's uppercut. I'll take Exhume. Alright, are we keeping up the 100% win rate on Medkit? I am pretty sure I've never lost with this thing. That's not true. I went way back, and I did find a run where I bought Medkit and immediately died. But that was before my serious A20 runs. Okay, Exhume being at the top is kind of sad, but Rampage is here to power up instantly. So what do we do? I do not want to lose my buffer. So in the ideal case, we take no damage this turn. He big hits us next turn, which we eat with a buffer. And then after that, we are intangible for his multi-hit. If it doesn't work that way, then bleh. At least, you know, however we cut it, we should be able to block. Power through immediately showing me that it's just badass. Flame Barrier not on the right turn. Combust I do not want. It's going to get rid of my buffer. So actually a pretty bad turn. Because there's no draw and no setup, so we just play power through and really nothing else. There's an idea that I keep the wounds that come from power through. Combust can't be played this... Yes, that's what I'm getting at. Yeah, the lack of draw sucks here, but that's what happens when you bulk up your deck too much. Shunk. So I'm contemplating keeping the wounds, because I'm almost certainly going to play Evolve when I find it, and that means these wounds draw very well for me now and in the future. And of course, you know, we gotta start working up on this Rampage. Could even just do the Whirlwind for some added damage. The thing is, the wounds don't block. So playing them has an expense. But on the other hand, with Self-Forming Clay, taking damage from Beat of Death isn't all that bad. It's just not in the first cycle, but we're not worried about that. I'm gonna keep them. Yeah, keep them around. Thank you, Heart. That was a terrible turn 1 draw, by the way. An abomination. It was almost nothing, and there was no setup. I gotta remember I got my dupe pots, though. I will dupe pot something important if I must. This is excellent. I did ask for the big hit here, and that's exactly what he's doing. On top of that, I can block a bit, gain some strength a bit. I could chew on him if I so desire. Yeah, okay, this is excellent. Could even dupe the spot weakness to really get going. Evolve Plus is fine, I shouldn't need to dupe that. What am I duping then? Duping Dork Embrace is a reasonable idea. Same with duping Shockwave. Probably Dark Embrace. The draw that I'll have from double Dark Embrace is impressive. And I think I'll keep the other dupe pot for just in case I need an immediate get out of jail free card like... I don't know what it would be, but maybe... Yeah, I have no idea actually, but I will keep it. But yes, we definitely play this. Duping Sentinel seems strong. What? Sentinel is an 8 block card if you play it. Where is it? Here we go. You get the 3 energy if you exhaust it, but you can't exhaust it twice unless you bring it back with Exhume, and then just going round and round. So no, Sentinel not the way forward here. Get my Evolve down, spot that weakness, contemplate eating him. I don't want offering. You know, would I rather block 6 damage or would I rather block 67 damage? Riddle me that. Yeah, just take a bite out of crime. And carry on. Hit me! Ooh, that tickled. And now we're intangible for the multi-hit, so life is good. Still has to block some of that, and notably no draw here. But what I can do is now play Brutality and enjoy the extra draw. And we take roughly 15 damage. Eesh. Yeah, well, this is what happens when you have a big fat draw, huh? Alright, I can actually take some Beat of Death here, and it's not too bad. Ooh, right. I can get setup going for next turn. Headbutting the Offering is actually a pretty badass option right now. Because I want to go through my deck fast, and these things, they won't slow me down, per se. But if they don't draw, and I just draw like 5 bump kiss like this, and this, then I'm going to want some extra draw. Let's just mitigate that. Fight against potential downsides. Give me the Offering plus. I'll bash as well. And I won't Seeing Red or... well, I should defend. And dupe the defend. Did you remove the Rampage? Of course not. Rampage is our friend. Right, hopefully we can make use of this 39 block this turn. I don't think we'll struggle to do that. But yeah, this was kind of the bump draw, wasn't it? Battle Trance will stop me from drawing further, whereas I want to draw a lot and fast. Let's upgrade everything and Offering our way through. Crumbs. So we didn't get Dark Embrace, which is starting to make me worry a little bit. I think we can... alright, I don't have further draw now, do I? I got Pommel Strike, of course. 2 of them, even. And, of course, Battle Trance. This Void will get rid of itself. I'm contemplating the double Shockwave. This fight could go on longer than I want it to. Key to the fight is to use... I've already used Rampage, and when it comes back, I'm going to use it again. Don't know what your problem is. Really want that Dark Embrace down. Do I really need 10 weakened Vuln? Is it going to be that kind of fight? The setup hasn't been that great, so I'm almost thinking yes. And I struggle to think of better things to dupe currently. Done 71 damage in 4 turns so far. Yeah, it's not great. It should scale up pretty fast. It's just the idea of this fight going on for more turns than this can... you know what, let's just do it. Then we don't worry about his artifact, ever. Pommel Strike, I need some double Dark Embrace, please. That's Rupture, that's not Dark Embrace. That makes Pommel Strike free, possibly more Dark Embracing. Where the hell's my Dark Embrace? Should have played the Void, actually, to make hand space, shouldn't I? In fact, I can still do that. I can play these and then Battle Trance, and I'm almost definitely getting my Dark Embrace. Even if I don't, I can trigger the Sentinel. So Void goes, Wound goes, Burn goes, Battle Trance comes. 4 draw, right? Unless Dark Embrace is on the literal bottom, this should be fine. Whew, not on the literal bottom. If I True Grit the Sentinel, then I can play other cards. Don't know what I'd play, though. Maybe the Bite. Is that Sentinel going to do other things down the line? Probably not. I have no draw either, so... goodbye, Sentinel. And then I definitely dupe that Dark Embrace. Yeah, we need to speed up a lot after what's happened so far in this fight. I want my Bite for my healing. I want my other Bite for my other healing. And I probably don't want the Slime coming back. Because we already have wounds, I think. Yeah, we already got a couple of wounds for additional draw, and I don't want Hand Clog. Okay, it didn't go great, but it didn't go disastrously bad. At least we got double Dark Embrace. Dark Embrace being here instead of Burning Pact, now that would be... yeah, I wouldn't really know what to do. Panic, maybe? Alright, in comes the 35. We're taking damage from Brutality, but it gives us Strength, and we like Strength. Also, Spot Weakness gives Strength. And Power Through. Power Through gives a lot of things, most notably 2 trillion block. Unfortunately, playing these doesn't give me block. But I'd really like that Strength right about now. Dark Embrace actually not so good, because I can just play these for a similar amount of draw, but not costing the energy. What am I looking for anyway? Probably Headbutt. How about lots and lots of everything? And a bit more, Combust actually gives me some pretty fast strength. But I would rather not take this damage, so I think we headbutt the power through. And then we draw into it. And Battle Trance is the only reasonable way to draw into it, sadly. Sure. It's actually, letting this big hit me a little bit gives me some front-loaded block for next turn, which is okay-ish. Alright, alright. If we survive this, at least the Incense Burner's there for us next rousing round. 45 to block, huh? Well, there's Flame Barrier, and it's a pretty amazing time to get Flame Barrier. There's also Impervious, which is a pretty amazing time to get Impervious. So what do? Impervious, shrug it off Flame Barrier? Because this is guaranteed to draw Flame Barrier. What's the alternative? Is there an alternative that saves the Impervious? Probably not with Beat of Death coming. Could also exhume something. Nothing really good for exhuming right now. I could exhume the Offering just so we have it for the future. And it's probably the best thing I could have in my deck for the not too distant future. So let's just grab it. Thank you. Hey, Flame Barrier. Now that's what I really want here. My question is, can I block enough without using my Impervious? There's a wound coming, might answer a few questions. True Grit and Defend block 19, -4, 15. That's almost there. I want to save that Impervious as best I can. And we don't like the look of what? The bites, probably. Those wounds are going to lead to clog issues. I get rid of some. No, don't be tempted. Come on then. I love Fiendfire. And we take a little bit of damage just so we get some additional blocks so we can front load things, although it doesn't look like we need to. Rampage is finally here. And I might even be able to headbutt my Rampage. Life is good. Could we make it a 0-cost Rampage for extra style points? Kind of. Where are you, Headbutt? Ah, damn, no Headbutt. Well, we're not done yet. Oh, okay, we're done. Shrug could draw me a Headbutt, I suppose, but maybe I shouldn't be playing so lackadaisically. Maybe I should instead get biting some health back. And possibly reshuffling my deck a bit. We have power through here. We have a wound for draw, we have offering for draw, and impervious for block, so it looks pretty good. Bear in mind, we're constantly scaling up pretty damn well. 16 strength now. But 6T incoming. Thank goodness for, well, everything. Sorry, Bash Plus, you are dead to rights now. Well, I'm very glad I brought back the offering. I think it's offering's time to shine now. Because I want that power through. Really want that power through. Pommel Strike could get it for me, though. But even if it did... yeah, maybe it gets me impervious. There's my impervious. So we could just impervious this away, and then we incense burn in the next hit, and we still keep our offering, and life is good. I like a good life. Although poor Rampage doesn't get played. How could we live without Rampage? Quite easily, I think. Yeah. Still getting strong, 4 strength per turn. In hindsight, dropkick would have been useful. I don't think it pays off so well. 2 dropkicks. Then I'd be inclined to slim my deck down even more. How about even more strength? You have to believe we have enough strength by now. Bite me, dillweed. How can I carry this on without my rampage? It just doesn't happen. Rampage, save me. Thank you, rampage. Rampage deserves all the bells and whistles. There we go. This guy doesn't have much left going for him. This is really good for not next turn, actually, so keep on attacking. And battle trance, nah. The draw power of power through ensures that Rampage gets to do what it was born to do. Ah, life is good, especially if your name is Rampage. Take a bite out of you, because it's time. I can't believe this freaking awful card got me through. Go Rampage, claim your destiny. Blech. Easy run with an easy Chad. Pictured here, Rampage slicing apart the heart. In case the subtleties of this run were lost on you, Rampage did not win this this fight. Didn't win this run. The only thing it helped was with Act 1 a bit. And it wasn't even that good for it. The reason I won there was because I scaled my strength there. The Rampage didn't achieve anything that a couple of bites couldn't. It's such a bad A20 card. Just like Rupture is such a bad A20 card, but we actually won with both of them there. Yeah, we won with a really bad deck because we had really good things and great relic support. Everything was upgraded even before Apotheosis, making the Apotheosis feel like such a bum deal, but yeah, the eggs helped out a lot. Next thing he says, Bing Bong doesn't wing peak. Come on, I love Bing Bong. Because everybody else carries him around and he's not my problem. Did we run into any real challenges this run? Every time we had something that was threatening, we just had something we could pop and take care of them, like running into the Slavers. Yeah, here we go. And we kill them in one turn because we just pop our overpowered Whirlwind Plus, which I was debating on not taking. Glad I did take it from wherever I took it. Yeah, there we go, Whirlwind Plus for floor 12. And I said good Act 2 card, and what did it do? Slaughtered Act 2. And yet again, the medical kit wins us. Right, how about we check? Right, we can do a relic filter for medical kit. If I can find it. Well, this means I've scrolled past it. Work for me, eyes, not against me. There you are. Medical kit wins, medical kit wins, medical kit wins, medical kit wins, and wins, and wins, and we don't talk about this one. That was an infinite run. Medical wins, and wins, and wins, and yeah, this is what I was talking about. Picked up medical kit and just immediately died. Don't really think we can blame the medical kit for this. Also, this is back in 2024. Surely that doesn't count. Yeah. We start going back to times when I was a complete scrub lord. So I think from about the time when I started playing seriously, medical kit never fails me. Yeah, let's just say 100% win rate with medical kit, and that's that.